All right, already the producers are fucked up. Play the intro again, you fucking banana.
We're not used to the show.
That's right. Make sure your phone doesn't go off.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fourever Rival. Hey, look at this. Welcome, everyone. Look at this. We're in the studio. All four rivals together.
Beautiful.
No punch-ups?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, we'll have something to say about that. How are we going, everyone? First of all, thanks everyone for joining us for this 100th episode. Do you believe it is a 100th episode?
Can't believe it, Rocco.
I can't believe it.
I'd say quick, but
100%.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right?
First of all,
Nice.
welcome to Liam. How are you, Mr. It's Tiger Time!
Oh, it's Tiger time indeed, mate. How good. Oh. Man, look, it's an honour to be here in the TJP studio. It's been fun being part of the Fourever Rivals fan, and yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, come on, that's excited,
I'm
huh?
excited. Great success, yeah.
Great success, all right.
Sort of thumbs.
Very nice.
Very nice. And then we got Marco here. How are you, mate?
good evening, fellas. Good to see you all in person again.
Yes, it is good to catch up in the thing.
He's looking pretty sharp tonight.
I always look sure.
Fantastic.
Couple
Viewers,
this year for sure.
G'day, guys. Hopefully
And then we
you
got-
enjoy the show.
Big Magpie Manny.
G'day, guys. Good evening. Fantastic 100th episode. Who would have thought? This all started as a gimmick, didn't it, Rocky?
Yeah, it did.
Sitting there,
It did.
just having a bit of a laugh, and here we are now on our 100th show.
It did.
Good evening to everyone. Fellas, all the best. Hopefully we're hanging around for another 100. Who knows? Maybe bigger and better. But Rocco, on this 100th show, my friend, I'd like to present you with this.
Ah, I like it.
gift.
Which cheap wine did he buy me? Hey?
He's got to do something.
Oh no, he actually went to Shiver, so that's fantastic. And you actually went. This is the big one.
That's it, mate. If it's going to be well, it's going to be a big one.
It's a
100.
litre.
That's right, mate. And I was going to say that the kids
Is there any money in there?
decided to.
You normally keep these many, don't you? You keep these and for the next person.
I don't know, mate. I don't normally do that.
You
But
gotta take that, Liam.
the kids
I'm not getting
thought they'd buy me a magpie jacket to celebrate the 100th episode. So thanks to the kids.
Nice.
And no, feeling good.
It's
big
fantastic.
Big week.
Fantastic. We've got the chili plant here.
Ooh.
How are you?
Nah.
There's the chili plant. We've got everything here. The blues. I think I even changed the colours on the back there. So we've got a few colours in there. So no, this is great. I've been looking forward to this. 100 episodes. I can't believe that we have made 100 because if everyone looked at the Instagram post, you could see the first episode and we look a little bit different. I actually look the same, but you used to change a lot.
20 kilos lighter, mate. At least
Yeah.
20 kilos lighter.
100%, man. 100%, man.
Yeah. It's,
So we're going to have a big show, man. We're going to talk. There's a lot of reminiscing. There's also games to talk about. There's the same. Everything's going to be the same. We've got the super quiz, but it's going to be live in studio. We've got buzzers and everything.
right. Okay.
So wait for this, mate. Wait for this. All right. Let's move on. Now, is it what? Did I hear a gong?
Jacko Wacko, he goes, this is weird seeing your full body, guys. And I actually agree.
Do you want us to all stand up?
Maybe just from the head up. Oh,
Nah, yeah, usually it's just like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, when you see on the screen, it's usually like that.
Liam's about 6'6".
I know.
Exactly.
He's a big
I reckon
boy.
he's going to hit the roof there.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
I look solid in here. I look like. It doesn't come across as well at home.
Oh,
I love it.
does.
I love it. All right, let's get into this. Now, before we get into this, guys, I'm going to have a bit of a serious talk here, right? Now, someone's put out an Instagram post, right? Namely, another content creator, and everyone's probably seen it. And I just want to state something. If you want to put something out of context, that's fine. If you want to clip a 10-second clip and put it out and use it for your advantage so you can get likes and make everyone think how wonderful you are, that's fine. But what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to put out the whole clip, and you'll understand when you see it in context that it's not what they wanted you to think it is, right? Let's just get this straight here. Everyone that knows me knows exactly who I am. You are just doing this for your own benefit. You don't give a shit about any of this because you forget about it the next day, right? You're using this for your own benefit. Let me tell you something. Watch the whole 3 and 4 minute clip and you'll see that we have been joking around about a charity boxing match between all the content creators. We named every single content creator and who we would put each other up against, right? I even named this big boy over here, mate, and said I would punch the living crap out of him, right? That all he had to do was run around. I didn't see him clipping up something. So someone might say now, oh yeah, but you said it against a woman. So you truly believe that's what we're about, do you? Is that what that's how poor you are? Is that how poor you are that you would dare clip that and try to make me look bad? Take it in context. We talked about every single content creator. I said people that would beat me up, and I'm thinking the funniest people that you could say is probably some of the weakest people I would fight against and I would beat them, right? Now, I don't get people why they would do that for their own purposes. Seriously, is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing here? I'm going to put the whole 3 or 4 minute clip up tomorrow, right? Of the whole conversation. Wouldn't that be nice, Manny, if someone actually put the whole conversation there instead of like clipping? Because I can clip anything in a 5 or 6 second clip and make you look bad, right? I can make you say 1 or 2 words and you're done. Right? But how about you do the right thing and you put the whole clip out there, right? Mate, we are all here. We are the Jumper Punch here. We're about having fun. We're always nitpicking and jabbing each other. If anyone's watched Fourever Rivals, right, you know that's exactly.
Banter is our middle name.
What do I do to you week on, week out?
Banter is the middle name. It's
part
of the parcel.
I'm actually I'm a bit disappointed, and to tell you the truth, we knew that they were going to do it. And I could have actually cut that out straight away that night there, and we thought, no, because I've done nothing wrong. I sit here and I'm 100% safe. Talk to my daughter, talk to my ex-wife, talk to all the women in my life, my girlfriend, everything, and tell what kind of person. But you did that for your own. This was for yourself. This is all about you. This is the problem with these rounds. I've talked about this. Mainly it's about you. That's all this is about. This is just about you. You want to clip it, you want to get likes on it, you want people to comment, fine. Go ahead, do it. But when we put out the whole clip, then we'll see how this goes.
Well done, Rocco. Well done.
Front row.
You're right. And I think I can honestly say, and I've been working with you for a long time, and I've known you to be nothing but a gentleman, and nothing but a pure gentleman, especially towards every single person, from male, female, from a little kid to an adult to an old man. And it's sad. It's sad that we are here today celebrating our 100th show, where we want to be happy, and all of a sudden we're getting people to think it's okay to sit there and take a little portion of it and turn it into a huge mountain. So yeah, a little bit disappointed, but you know what? The show must go on, Rocco.
Thanks for the words. And this happened to us last year with Abby Chatfield. She did the same thing. She tried to put one of our people down after he just said a word, and they took it completely out of context. You know, people keep trying to do it. I'm telling you, I'm happy, mate. I'm on here nearly every night. You can say whatever you want about me. I'll put my face out there. If that's how you want to deal with your own content, that's fine, man. It does not affect me. It does not affect me. Because again, because if you notice it, if you look at it, they cut it exactly where we went on about talking about the charity boxing match. We talked about it. Everyone was having a good time and laugh. Do you seriously think that we go around punching each other in the face? Is that what you think? You think that after doing that, that's what we go ahead and do? Go ahead and do it. We've all got families and that. Like, seriously, you're saying you're disappointed. You're the disappointment. That is so disappointing. And another thing, if you really cared about it, you'd pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And then see what the real person is. People that do that, it's just poor, man. You got no ballinis, mate.
Yeah. Well, Rocco, mate, I've known you for a long time now, mate. And look, sometimes people can perceive things differently because you do come across with that bit of a character, you know what I mean? I think once you get to know Rocco, mate, you're a spot-on great bloke, you know what I mean? So, mate, I can't see no offence to this at all. You say it the way it is. And like I said, we've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. We've had a bit of banter. We've said things maybe we shouldn't have said on the show to each other. Well, we get over it. We move on. It's a bit of fun.
It's always a bit of fun. It's always a character. Got to remember that when we come on this show, as much as we're real, it's still a character we play.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's still a character we play. I mean, no one's really who they are unless you're on your own. That's when you know the true person.
Correct. Yeah.
But when you're with people, you're always playing a character. But this is like, I'm telling you, this is like going to watch a comedy show, right? And then someone takes offence about something, you know? Like, I've seen one of my favourite comedians at the moment is, and I forget his name, but anyway, he likes to attack women, right? He likes to attack women as a joke, right? And mate,
Well, if you don't like it,
I've
you
actually
don't watch
met
it.
the bloke because I went to see his show. Do you think that he's really like that? Like, it's all part of the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nah, look, what we said before, it's blown out of context. And as you said, the parts that they've chosen to show, and that's what the media is, that's what news do. They twist and conjure stories to make them seem a certain way. And that's what's happened here. As the two boys have said, Rocco's a great man. Nothing against him. And if you want to read it in a different way, that's up to you. But we've met him, we know him. He's a great bloke. If you want to think something different because of some story that you've misunderstood and not read properly, that's up to you. But yeah.
I appreciate that, guys. And I didn't do this so you could say that.
Is this all, and this is all, of course, on a proposal of a charity. So,
And we were actually serious, and we still might do it a charity boxing match where we might get everyone into a thing, put on full gear, maybe put on the big fat suits, right?
Sumo.
Have the bit of the sumo.
Get what you're
Oh,
saying.
No, and probably us three probably don't have to wear the fat suits, right? Oh, wait a sec, did I just offend myself there?
I feel offended.
So, and then we were actually doing it, and we were talking about it last night. What charity would we do it?
Yeah,
And the charity was going to be Beyond Blue, right? That's what we're going to do. But apparently, you can't say anything. Like, I even said I would assault, right, a 16-year-old, Henry, who's on another podcaster. Why doesn't he now put it out and go, oh, this bloke wants to assault kids? You know, and then I actually said he'd probably beat me up because I'm a bit scared of Henry, right? But, so, you know what I mean? You can pick and choose. Like, I don't really care, right? But I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed because people do this for their own,
well,
you know?
you just said earlier on, and you know, you almost got upset there, Marco, about fat people, but I can tell you right now, I'm proud to say that I actually have beaten anorexia, so there's something that I can honestly say.
That's put in the positive
So,
spin.
you know,
I agree. So,
You know what I'll say though? So it's not over media. I'll say it to you guys' faces now. I reckon I've got you covered in the boxing match.
Nah, no chance.
I reckon I got the one of you down.
Well, I told Rocco that we need to do, is it tag team?
Nah, but we can work something out. We can work.
Subject to change.
We can work it out.
Something's on my side,
Nah, I reckon I got you. You're
on
done.
my side.
You, I said I'll run around the ring a couple of times and you're
I'll give
done.
you a go.
I reckon we'll be close.
Mate,
Because we're about the same age, I reckon me and
you've
you.
got 13 years
I
of
would take money.
karate
but
experience.
you've got to be able to know how.
I got 13 years of running away from karate experts.
I'll get more pictures.
Rocco and Mark, would you pay money to see that? I would pay money.
Mate, I think everyone would
For
pay.
a good cause, why not?
I mean, hopefully I'm getting it for free, but I'd take
Hey,
it.
for a good cause. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, as you mentioned, you know, for Beyond Blue, I mean, we don't realise that Beyond Blue is an important charity, and it helps and supports a lot of men and women, but especially men with mental health, and that's been a very sensitive topic. And we know we've spoken about this with players who've gone through with our show going through these tough times, and at the end of the day, it's important that we support one another, and be there for each other. And it's one of those things that people need to acknowledge, and and sometimes we may say something. I know that Lana, every time I say a joke, I can bet you she's sitting there and she's thinking to herself, oh God, she wants to block her ears. I reckon she gets upset with me if she had a baseball bat, she'd beat the shit out of me. But it's all in good. It's all in good fun.
Thank you very much.
Oz 8s.
Oz!
$8. This is an interesting one. He goes, I joined the chat in Fourever Rivals back in August 2024. I forget which episode it was, but it was when I first became a TJP member. So without Fourever Rivals,
we would not know Oz.
Not be a member. Also, it is Lana Owens' birthday today. So
Lana Owens!
Happy
Birthday to you!
Happy birthday!
So she's celebrating the same day as Fourever Rivals.
To Lana, happy birthday to you.
It's not 100th, is it?
Nah, she's.
No, she doesn't look at
her mum's about 80 something, or maybe she's old, right? No, she is. She's like 85, 90. She comes to the catch-ups. Man, she moves better than us, mate. She's doing great, mate. She's looking good. So,
don't forget like and subscribe, isn't it, Rocco? Come on.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And I'll have a beer for you, Lana, because I know that you don't mind having a beer, and I'll have a beer for you, mate.
Yeah.
And happy birthday.
See,
the biggest celebration, though, this or that? Probably.
What's this?
The big celebration, the birthday or?
No, have to be Fourever Rivals. It's massive. It's massive. It's even bigger than that. It's even bigger than the Pendlebury fucking 433. You think about it.
Should be wearing gold.
No, we should be wearing gold.
Yellow.
So, all right. You know what? Sorry for just starting with a downer, but we're going to move back into the thing, man. We're going to move back into the thing. So thanks everyone for the messages and all that. You're all top, and thanks. And everyone's been saying happy birthday to Lana. So we also, Liam, he bought some cookies and stuff. So we're going to have plenty of food. Look at this shit.
Big tasty moment.
They're big cookies, man.
They're loaded.
What do we got here, Rocco?
And then we got here.
This stuff is lovely, mate. The spread. How good's that?
Yeah. And then we got that. We got the antipasta. We also got donuts, man. We got some things, man. I'm telling you, we keep eating this stuff, man. We won't have to wear the fat suits, man. Just quietly. All right, let's go. What's coming up next? All right, listen, man. And the reason we're here is because this man here, Carlton Security Doors and Blinds, mate. They know how to lock out everybody from the Essendon fucking cupcase, right? No one gets in when he puts those fucking things up.
Out of the G now.
Because they're only halfway over, so they couldn't get in all the way. So, mate, you're doing a great job, man. And it's all because of this.
Yes. Well, we got it, or do you want me to just do the spill?
What are you doing?
Sing us a song,
What's going on here, mate? Rocco knows the song.
Because of what?
If you want
your family to be safe,
What a tune.
Carlton Security Doors and Blinds is the place. Forever Rivals, a bomber supporter and a really top mate. All of your security.
That's become a famous number, 83394848. Tell us a bit about it. Tell us in person about it.
Oh yeah, call us on 83394848 for a free measure and quote. Again, we can still offer that 10%, running a bit harsh at the moment, but yeah, 10%, just mention Fourever Rivals and Jumper Punch. We're based in the northern suburbs, but willing to travel a little bit further past the northern. Direct manufacturers, and we do all your needs. So security doors, blinds, outdoor blinds, roller shutters, plantation shutters. Give us a call on 8339 4848 for a free measurement quote. Thanks, guys, again.
Get down to Cordon's. Security doors and blinds. All right, make sure you join also our Instagram. We don't put stuff out of context.
Nah, it's all
It's all just
real. What you
legit.
see from us,
It's all real.
all
We don't.
it's the full story,
I
right?
love it. Oh, I love it. And so you know what? Well, I think we get into the show now, and we're up to this segment here for real footy. It's all about the footy. It's all about Pendlebury, isn't it?
Oh, Scotty, mate, it's
Never heard of it.
it's become huge. I mean, it's certainly big for the football club, and it's going to be huge for any player that's going to have managed to achieve that 433. And many years ago, I would have said, "Do you think that somebody will break?"
Keep talking.
Wasn't it Boomer? Yeah, but it's funny enough, that it's come along, and it'll be interesting to see who will ever break Pendlebury's record. But put that 433 aside for just for a second.
Was it 433? Was it?
Yeah. I think for me, I think
We've got to remember.
Yeah.
Remember, 433.
I don't know why, and a lot of people are saying to me, "Oh, Manny, you guys are weak as piss. You guys have decided to do it against the West Coast Eagles because you're going to beat the Eagles." Well, you don't know if we're going to beat the Eagles because the Eagles came off a big win over the weekend. So, anything can happen. I mean, look, in reality, sure, Collingwood should win this game, and I mean they should do it for Pendlebury, and the fans, the Magpie Army is that extra player, isn't it? That the extra player in on the ground. But I think that should have been already done, maybe a couple of weeks ago, because we need Pendlebury, and he's a good player, and he's a player that when he's not in there, there's a gap, and when he's there, he controls the game. Even just his presence, talking to these younger boys, can make a huge difference. So, congratulations to Pendlebury, and we wish him all the best. And of course, the gold number 10, I think it's going to be the gold number 10.
He's going to wear that, is he?
Well, I don't. Look, I'm a little bit worried that sun might be hitting the gold, and all of a sudden it might be hitting people in the eye. I'm getting this reflection from the gold.
Legit. Is he going to wear number 10?
He's gonna do it.
Well,
The extra gold,
apparently,
he's going to do it.
Apparently,
He's
it's,
gonna do it.
but look, like I said, all the best. Congratulations to him, and let's get it over and out of the way because Pendlebury's a great player, but the club is bigger than any player.
Of course,
Yeah.
And,
100%.
And I think that's really
But-
important.
You're saying that, but they still did it. They're still going to do it. They're still going to do it. And I've heard people say Black and White has come at me, and I hope he doesn't clip me and gets offended by it too. But he's also said, fucking hell, it's it's not about that. You've got to forget about it and that. But at the end of the day, they have. What they've done is they've made it about him. And even people like Tony Shaw have come out and said he doesn't like it. No one really likes it. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're going to do it. He's going to stand out. I don't even like people wearing different coloured boots. Makes them look weird. You better play a good game if you're going to wear a different colour boots. But in saying that, does he deserve? He deserves the accolades, right?
It's a great achievement.
But
when you think
the number 10 gold, it's a bit of a wank. It's a bit of a wank.
Do you know what's worse? I just saw it last night maybe. They're changing the AFL record to the Scott Pendlebury. They're changing the name for one player.
Far out.
They're changing the name just for one player. It's gone too far.
Yeah.
It's gone too far, for my opinion.
So who's the next player? Who's the next player at the moment currently? That's.
I don't think there's anyone.
Close.
There's no one really close that looks like they're going to get there.
Get over 400 games.
No.
Okay.
I think what would have been really nice or really fitting is if every player has somewhere on their jumper,
Every Collingwood player.
every Collingwood
Yeah.
player,
But they did that for Harvey and that.
Yeah.
have the 4-3-3. That that'd be type of
Yeah. Yeah, that's-
and that could be maybe a huge selling point for the Collingwood Football Club when they sell the top. And that's got the 4-3-3. You think to yourself, okay, you know what? This is something that I can keep as a as a commemorative, for the achievement. But I don't know. Do they honestly believe that the gold's going to be something that's going to be selling? I mean,
It will.
Well,
It will.
Of course it will.
The Collingwood, of course, they know it. You know the other thing about this? Did you hear about this? So all monies, proceeds. I was thinking of that. All proceeds are going to go to Scott Pendlebury, which is fair enough, right? That's fair enough. If that's what they want to do, usually they kind of divide it. They get some of the proceeds, but now all of it's going to go. 100% is going to go to him. That's fair enough. Like the club can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? But what I'm thinking is, did they know this at the start of the year, and did they then all of a sudden use this money as part of his salary? So they would say, because they're saying it's a free figure sum, so they could say it's $1 million maybe. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or 500,000 or 300,000, whatever. So did they use this then as part of their salary? So then all of a sudden it comes off their salary cap. They can use this. Correct. The AFL didn't jump in. So this is a bit weird to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they ticked it off. They ticked it off.
Gonna get it.
They ticked it off.
100% all the proceeds are going to go to him.
So anything that's sold, that number 10 kind of jersey and all that will go to him.
A bit of corruption there.
and that
Well, it is a little bit, but it's
It's
also a smart move. Like
a smart move.
If you can get away with it, you get away
Yeah,
with
but
it.
then the other clubs are going to start doing the same thing.
What? But that's all. That's what I was thinking.
So then you're going to keep your player you're going to pay him 400,000 because you know he's going to get 100% proceeds.
But not only that, it's
when he
like
sells his badge, when he sells his,
Yeah, so it could be the next person. What about if you play 300 games? I could say, listen, I reckon we can get 100 grand worth of tops. We'll take it off the salary cap. You get paid a little bit less. Hey, what about when Buddy kicked his 1,000th goal? You know what I mean? What's next now? Are we going to do for everything? What about when player plays his 50th game? I know it won't be that stupid, but is that the thing now? Like if they do it with him now, they should say right to everybody, this is fine, man. Anyone can do this. Well, if you can make money out of it, we'll take it off the salary cap and you can pay him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
it's interesting.
So then it frees you up more.
To get another player.
Yeah, I don't know.
It frees up your salary cap.
So what would they be selling a jersey at? $300?
Oh, those ones, and then you got the ones that are if you got the ones in the frames, they could do like 1,500 of them. They could sell
Auction.
They could sell them for like $1,000, $2,000, and then you got your normal tops. You know what I mean? And then all the other merchandise, sign stuff. He'll make good money out of it, and that's fine. Good on him. I'm not saying that he shouldn't make the money out of it. I'm a bit disappointed that the AFL would tick this off. If they do, everyone's got to be ticked off on this.
Yeah,
Well,
that's,
50
that's the proof. They're going to find
If you're
out.
working on, say, 50,000 supporters as a minimum, right, that would buy, say, the jersey, you're talking about a lot of money.
That's right.
That's a lot of money.
It doesn't look like they're doing the gold one. They've just got the one with the logo on the chest, and it's at 140.
140 bucks.
140.
Oh, but that's just like you just can buy the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's the top.
But there'll be a special.
with his
There'll be a special number 10 gold
He might
10
sign
that they.
433 jerseys.
Yes, that's actually.
seen that.
I reckon that's what's going to happen. That's
You
perfect.
triple that at $1,000
More.
more.
Well,
More.
It'll be something that'll...
People paying more than, mate. People pay for like I think for Crippers.
He'd be worth only about 50 bucks.
They're not listening. They'll be Cripper.
Oh, Cripper.
Yeah.
Cripper.
Oh, not again. The bobblehead.
They were selling. I think his Brownlow ones for like more than that. They were selling like like fucking $2-3 grand, whatever. I think Mars bought one that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Cripper.
Cripper.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Good luck to
Congratulations.
them. I think it's going to be great.
We've got Manny Costco all the way from Greece.
Yashu Manning.
Hey, well, I can see us.
That's what I call him, Manny Costco.
Oh, you know.
Manning Costco, yeah.
He's the Manny Costco because he's like the big store Greek. Yeah?
Yeah.
Manny Costco, I'd punch the shit out of him too. Easily. I haven't seen him.
Greeks are pretty easy.
Yeah, I reckon you could easily punch him.
Italians are the ones,
You've got to be
mate.
careful.
Sylvester Stallone,
You've got to
bro.
be careful because the Greeks can be shifty.
That's the
Yeah?
problem.
Remember.
I hate when they come from behind.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Greeks did.
Oh, it's too far.
Well, the Greeks did introduce sex to the Italians, and then the Italians introduced it to their wives. So.
Do you know you've said that joke like 20 times on this show? The same joke.
He's not on yet, mate. All right.
Gee.
Oh, dear me.
Nah, but he, what did he say? He says he'll be wearing like 12 tops during the game so he could sell a worn top. I bet you what they'll do too, but they'll do 4 tops. I guarantee one for each quarter.
Yeah.
And that's match worn tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's smart. That's fair. But the only I don't care that they make the money. It's just that if they're going to do that, you have to then sign it off for everybody.
Correct.
You have to sign it off for anybody.
the key.
You play 300th game. You know, you play your 200th game of captain.
You get 100% profit.
Yeah, you.
But then what does the club get out of it?
It doesn't matter, but then they can take it off their salary cap. That's what
right.
that's what the
That's
thing
where they're
is.
saving.
You
But
save it.
that's legit. We're talking about this being legit now.
Yeah.
That's the same. You sure?
Yeah, for Premier, that's what's happening. Yeah.
So he's taking a salary cap.
No, I don't know. We don't know what his salary is. I'm just saying, is that what happened at the start of the year? Like you say, listen, you'll make $1 million out of this.
We'll give you 200.
We only give you 200 grand a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
like.
I don't know if that happened. So this is only hearsay.
Yes.
So
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to speculate. But you know me, I
won't get in
speculate.
trouble, Rocky.
I know. I always get in trouble. I speculate about everything, man. I don't give a shit.
Take it out of context.
This is probably one of the first shows that I've actually had to feel a little bit like, should I say this or
Yeah, go say it.
I don't know. Should I say this or should I say that? Just in case. there's a-
Oh no,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Well,
boys?
I'll tell you what's
I feel a
really
little bit
fitting,
reserved.
right,
At home, I'm just like, yeah, fucking whatever I
I'll
want
tell
to
you what's
say.
really fitting.
No,
I
you can say
actually didn't
whatever.
realise, but Coles sponsors the Essendon Football Club.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and of course, it's fitting. You know, their song is what is it?
Down, down.
down, down. So it's pretty much telling us that that's where you guys are heading. Down, 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 down.
Manny, settle down, buddy. Well, you got a chance.
Yeah, but yeah. Look, I think it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be a disappointing day if the West Coast Eagles
Disappointing. I'd be wrapped.
pull that out of the hat.
Can you just
Yeah.
imagine that? Imagine the Eagles come back and beat you guys. Just
That
imagine what the show for next week.
But how would you be though?
I'd love it.
How would you be though as a like if I was the West Coast Eagles coach, right? I mean I love the Magpies, but if I was the West Coast Eagles coach, I would sit there and say to them, right? As a coach, I'd sit there and say, you know what? That Collingwood Football Club thinks we're a fucking gimmick. Yeah, they think we're fucking pretenders.
You think
yeah?
you're a gimmick?
All right.
You say Carlton, man.
Okay.
We're the biggest
All right.
gimmick club.
Okay, now they've organised to play this game for 2 reasons: because they're going to get the big crowd, yeah, but also because they think right now, you know, we've got this in the bag. You know what? Let's prove them wrong. Let's go out there and prove all these Magpie supporters. Yeah, you wanted to celebrate your boy 433. Well, you know what? That's what I would be telling the West Coast Eagles as a coach.
Well, I tipped
to
them,
my
mate.
players. That's what I'd be saying. You know,
I tipped the Eagles.
because you think about it. Yeah, because my question is, why didn't you do it when we played Geelong? I know why. Because you saw what Geelong did to us.
I think,
Simples.
You know.
yeah, I think McRae did mention it. He did say something like, "Wouldn't you want to be playing that game at home?" Like that's what they're saying. It's at
It
home.
was a home game, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was Geelong. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, then that just kills everything, doesn't it? Because we know straight away that it wasn't that.
And the thing is, I mean, you know, 433 games, and to be fair, Pendlebury, you know, not taking anything away from him, but he has been playing good football this year. Yeah, for a gentleman his age, for a player who's gone through, he's playing good footy at the moment. So this whole 4-3-3 has taken him away from the important thing, and as I said, you know, you're a great player, but you know, the club is bigger, and you should have been there. You know, there were games where we needed you, yeah, and then against Sydney, I mean, we almost had it, and then of course with the injury, etc., and whatever the way it turned out. But these are games where, you know what, I can understand up in Sydney, you know, you don't want to celebrate it, but come on, man, we've got to get this out of the way. Let's start playing. You know, let's think about the club. Let's think about the supporters. Let's think about the fans. Let's think about everybody. Yeah.
Well, that was the question. But one of the questions that I had was, you left him out of the Collingwood Hawthorn game, which you drew, and then you left him out of the Sydney game on the weekend, which you were playing pretty well, and then you kind of sort of collapsed. So reflecting on it now, is that a mistake from your club? Because I reckon you could have used his experience out there. He would have led you guys.
Of course you could have, because we had 5 senior players that were not playing because of injuries. So you think to yourself, you know what? What are you presuming tomatoes? You've got rotten tomatoes. You can't put them in. What are we doing? We're presuming a tomato here. Come on. You know, this has got to be bigger than that. But I understand where the football club is coming from. You know, it's going to be a huge celebration on the day. So I think it's a 4:30 in the afternoon game. So you know, this is going to be a huge carnival celebration for the Collingwood Football Club, and not taking anything away from Scott Pendlebury, because not only is he breaking a record, but he's also a real gentleman, a real gentleman. And I think many will say that he will go down in history as also being a real advocate of the game, and I think that's something that, you know, a lot of young kids. My son loves him. Yeah, he thinks that, you know, he's a bloke who goes out there and gives 100%, but he's also a gentleman. And that's something that, you know, very rare to find, you know. Because you look at that Toby Green from GWS, yeah, you know, you're comparing captains and you're comparing, you know, senior players, you know, and you're comparing apples with apples, you know, that's, you know, so you can...
No, he's a true gentleman, mate. Congratulations to him as well. So
At the end of the day...
Great effort, you know.
At the end of the day, it's look, it is a great achievement.
It is, yeah.
It is a great achievement by him to get to there. And even though, look, at the end of the day, it's a bit weak, and if they don't make the finals because of it, it could be a bit costly. Yeah. Because if you think about it, you don't know, right? But he could have been the difference in winning the Hawthorn game, and also a couple of other close games that he missed out on. You know, so are they putting him on top of the club? Maybe they are. Is it going to cost them finals? We don't know. This week, you're gonna win this week. Let's be serious. If you lose this week, Jesus Christ, don't even come in next week, mate. Don't even come in next week.
Look, you'll be pretty dead if it comes to the end of the season and you're half or 2 points or whatever it is for a draw. If you're that much out from finals, then it will be a mistake.
I'll tell you one thing that's really thrown me off is, you know, I was watching, because you guys are playing against each other, and your best friend's just over here, and he's smiling. He's just saying,
I'm not quite sure what the deal is.
Waiting for you.
I'm terrified of that thing, mate. I'm not going
But anyway, I'm really surprised, because the Bombers are actually favourites to beat the Tigers, and you guys are paying something like $1.10. I mean,
far out.
It's unheard of.
About $1.60.
Yeah, it's a good $1.60 now, is it? I mean, and the Tigers are what you get about $4.50. You know, which is
that's value.
Yeah, oh, look,
I'd be putting 10 maybe on Richmond.
Mate, I tell you, it's the club with giving value for the supporters and the fans, eh? You know, we can't get any wins, but we'll try and see if we can maybe make some money on it. So, but yeah, I'm very surprised. It's a huge, huge. And the thing is, when you look at both teams at the moment, you know, they're both fairly average, yeah. Both fairly average.
Sit both at the bottom of the ladder.
Fairly average is pretty nice.
Yeah. You know.
It's going to be an interesting game, that one there. That will be, and we'll talk about that a bit later. Yeah. We'll talk about that a bit later, because that is definitely the rival game in there.
It is this week.
It is the rival game, and whoever wins it, well, could possibly
It's a battle
not.
for this, mate.
Yeah,
It's
could
a battle for
possibly
this.
be not the wooden spoon. You know.
This is yours, mate.
Actually,
Losing.
Carlton got off 16th spot, and then West Coast went and won, and brought us back into 16th spot. So, but that's fine because people reckon we're tanking all the way for the rest of the year just so we can get Cody Walker. Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is going on? All right. What else? Did you have something to talk about?
Well, I was going to talk about my own team again because we may potentially be using VFL top-up players to actually fill out our list for the game. As you know, I went on the tangent last week about our injuries, and it's gotten worse. We may be forced, for the first time in ever, to use VFL players just to make up a list. Only other time it happened was West Coast a couple years, and that was with COVID, which is obviously extraordinary circumstances, right? Like that, stuff like that hasn't happened since. But now, our list has been so poorly managed that we can't even get a full team.
Was
out there.
the Richmond Football Club? They're an equal opportunity football club, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be surprised all of a sudden if they knock on the door on the AFL. The ladies, the women's AFLW,
Nah,
and you know, maybe you never know.
I was going to say, if anyone from Richmond is watching, I'm here, I'm available. So I'm ready to go if you need someone to have a kick.
He's a
Oh, mate, yeah, I reckon I'm better than a couple players.
He's a tall
Samson
boy.
Ryan, I've got him covered.
He's a tall boy.
Yeah, probably about centre half bench maybe.
Hey. Oh, I used to play like half back. I used to play on the wing as well.
Well, you could always
I like running.
you could always peel the oranges for them, you know, which is that's part of helping
With
the
the
team,
mascot.
you know.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you know?
Yeah,
How
why not?
good.
Why not? Yeah, no, you got to do something,
Give
mate.
him-
You gotta,
give him some
you know, the
advice,
yellow
yeah.
and black. Yeah. So
Nah,
so
look,
what would
it's-
happen in that instance though? If you don't get a certain amount of players, or you have to have a certain amount to be able to. Would that be a possibility that? What happens in
That's
that
the
instance?
AFL.
then?
So that's what we've worked through. So the scenario is if we can't name a full 26, you start in 23 and you have 3 emergencies.
Yeah.
We have to select a VFL top-up player. That's how it's going
Yeah,
to
but that VFL top-up player could actually be a really good player. Just because he's a VFL player
Like,
doesn't mean he's not a good player.
Absolutely could
He's
be. I
probably
mean,
better
there's a
than
couple
probably
of
better
them
than
we're looking at.
half the players.
Yeah, that's true,
yeah,
but
there's a
you know what I
couple.
mean. At the end of the day, the reason they're not on the VFL list is because they're not good enough. You know what I mean, or on the AFL list is because they're not good enough. And when you're going that far down,
Yeah.
I mean, if they were good enough, they'd be there, or they'd be
You've only got
like,
a certain amount of players on your list, so
Yeah.
you missed out on that list last year.
and that means that they're that far down.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what?
Can I
So what are the consequences?
do you just want a drink? Can you? It's your job. So from the other side, I want a Pepsi.
So what are the consequences? The consequences might be all of.
Do you want a drink? Water.
Have you got a water there?
You would
Water
have-
at the bottom. Do you want a drink?
Would you have a play? Would you be a player short? How would what would it work?
Well, they can actually borrow players
That's,
from us if they want.
That's sparkling. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I like to use,
Yeah.
thanks.
Well, you probably could do that.
You know-
what's that little one over there? That Schweppes.
They might be able to balance
no,
it
they're
out.
below-
Oh, at the bottom. That's like lemon, lime, and bitter.
Oh yeah, I'll have one of those. That'll,
Yep.
Is there another one in there?
you like lemon lime better? Yeah, you have this one. Yeah, you have this one.
Nah, it's all good. I've got water.
Yeah, have you have this one? I'll have the Pepsi Max.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, mate.
Check him out. What's that all about?
Well, you know. See, now I don't want anybody to take that out of context. But
See what happens when we're all together, live?
Oh, no.
We seem to be nice to each
Well,
other.
you know, I'm just trying
the
to.
nicest he's
I'm
ever
trying to
been to me, mate.
butter him up. I'm trying to butter him up. Don't worry about it. It's bad enough he's
What are you trying to get from me, man? Eh?
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy, bud. Take it easy. Hey,
What?
don't take it the wrong way.
So your team's done this now 2 out of 3 years, and last year probably wasn't the best, but 2 years ago was the same. You are picking from 23, 24 players. You're doing it again this year, even though Marco reckons, oh, you should just have one man in, one man out, and then his team goes like that and he starts naming his injuries. But is it like, is first of all, your fitness guy, is it the same guy?
Yeah, Serpil, he's got to go. That's why I said, like, as you've said, 2024, same thing. Like, it's the same issues, and that's the problem that I have is it's not just bad luck anymore. It's kind of like why are we consistently failing to prepare our players? Like I said, like the Nan Curvis one last week, that really pissed me off. It's like, he's meant to be returning, and now, because you haven't managed him properly, he's not coming back. And you know what I mean? And now, because we're stuck in this problem, we've got guys, like Sam Grill was on the bench on Sunday,
injured too, is he?
he was getting his groin rub, but he's not fit.
Yeah.
He had to be managed in the game the other week. But because no one can come in, we're being forced to play injured players. We've got, I think it's Tom Sims and Jasper Alger coming back, potentially coming back this week. Ideally, you'd want to manage them through the VFL. You don't want to throw them straight into the AFL.
Yeah.
But again, through the rules, if we have a fit player and we need to fill a spot, they have to be put on an AFL list.
Yep.
So, and this is where the whole problem comes, is it's the management of the players.
Yeah.
And it's not just a one-off, it's not just, oh, he's broken his arm, that's bad luck, it happens. It's consistent failure to prepare our players for the rigours of AFL.
So do penalties apply? Would the AFL turn around and say, well, you know what, this is unacceptable, that you're supposed to be able to prepare a team, or supposed to have these players. The moment you can see that there's a pattern happening, and all of a sudden you're losing players. Now, potentially you're going to have to borrow players from the lower division. I mean, would there be fines? There'd be something that the AFL would sit there and all of a sudden have to hold someone accountable for it.
No, you can't, because injuries happen, but is there? No.
No, well, Essendon were in the same boat last year, mate.
I mean, because they're not all soft tissue. I mean, there are some that are like that, but a lot are. So then you would say, like, we had that problem a few years back, keep getting the same soft tissue, hammies and all that, and then you go, is it the training? Are they training him too hard? And then when we got rid of him that year there, I forget his name. Guys, what was our fitness guy's name?
The Hawthorn guy, what's his name? I fucking forget his name now.
So
we spoke about him every week.
Yeah.
Andrew Russell.
Andrew Russell. And then he said that you've got to push your players to 110% at the start of the year, because you've got to see their breaking point and then you back off, because you've got to see how hard they can go. Right? No, you might say no, but the great sports scientists around the world, especially in soccer and that, do that. They push it and then they back it off and they see how far they can go, because during the year it's going to get tough. Yeah. It's going to get tough. But then the question is it the right move? Is it too far? Are you doing the right, fitness? Because each one's different. Like each person, like Pendlebury is going to be different to like Dacos, for example. Your senior play is going to be, for us it's the same. Yeah. Like Cripper's going to be different to like Byrne, you know what I mean, who's just started, you've got to, so that's the whole thing. So, but with your guy, you're saying it's time to go.
Yeah. Well, you've got another option. That's what happened with Essendon.
Yeah.
They were all injured all year, and they got rid of their, their fitness gurus. And it has changed. It has changed. We haven't got as many injuries as what we did last year. So
yeah, and it's happening in pre-season and in season as well.
Yeah.
And you're right about how they manage it. The pre-season, you put in the hard work. You want to get them to where they're at their best.
Exactly.
Round one starts.
Well,
and then in season, it's just managing them through the season. And as you've said, it changes on different players, different body types, different ages. Like you're not going to manage an 18-year-old kid in his first year of football the same as a 30-year-old who's played for 10 years. It's different, and it's more. You just want to manage them so they can get out on the park. But if you're overworking them during the season, so then when game day comes and they can't perform, and their body's tired and they start getting these injuries, that's where the problem is.
Yeah. Well, that's managing your team is one of the most important things of the season, because at the end of the day, if you're coming to the end of the season and your team is the most healthiest, you've probably got the best chance to get through, right? And it's about managing them through and
as well.
resting them. And that's why you say about we stir Collingwood, but then resting the older players, because they are old.
Yeah.
And you've got to get them ready for the right time of the season, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't just waste them during the year when you don't need to. And the best way to do that is get early wins and then you can afford to do it. But the problem is when you're fighting for it, then you make that decision. We did it in, was it 23? We did it when 24 when we we didn't rest Kerno during the year. He got injured. We never rested him because we needed to win games, you know what I mean? And they started to like keep players out there, and then when it came to the end, they weren't ready anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a long season.
So that's the issue there, you know what I mean? So
Injuries are okay.
The Bulldogs are a good example at the moment with Bontempelli. Like, we all agree he's probably one of the best in the comp.
Yeah.
But because of their injuries that they've had on their list, he's been forced to stay out there. And all the accounts from the last month or so is like, we need to give Bont a rest, we need to give Bont a rest. But they can't give him a rest because of these other issues that they're having.
And he does look like he's...
And if it gets to the end of the season when it's crunch time for him and they're playing off for a spot in the finals and he's not at 100%, you can't tell me that's what they want.
Yeah.
Because that's poorly managed. You want Bontempelli coming into the end of the season in form. It's like, this guy's our best player. We want him.
But that's
in
an
top
example
shape.
with the Bulldogs. They had all these top players, and they were sitting up towards the top. Now they've had these injuries. Now all of a sudden they are dropping down.
Yeah.
Just half a dozen injuries. You know what I mean? So it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Injuries are the biggest key, you know? Mentally and physically.
no.
Yeah, like what, first month they were top.
They were flying.
And they were beating good teams.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're what, mid-table.
So what's going to happen now with because there's been a lot of talk about the Tasmanian team coming into the picture, but there was someone I heard the other day. Someone said to me that they may be struggling to get a ground, or is it no? Well, the money's there, but they haven't got the backing for the ground or something. What's going on there?
What's going on there?
Nothing.
You keep looking at me.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I'm right here.
We're producing.
Because when they look at me, I want to know like what's going on.
What's happened? Do we know what's up?
Yeah, like do you need to do something or what?
Has something hit the charts?
Keep going.
Keep going.
No comments are coming up.
You're doing fantastic.
No comments. No comments. No, put the comments up.
Yeah, ones are clear in the chat. It's all good.
Okay.
Alright, I just-
Everyone's happy there?
Yeah, everyone's happy.
They're all happy, Rocco in
The
there?
chat's actually, what's the word? A bit surreal. What's it? Vice said it's surreal that you're all in the same room. So, surreal moment, fellas.
Well, we're celebrating our 100th show, so we thought it would be fitting to all sit here and have a bit of a chit chat. But going back to, there was talk about this Tasmanian thing, because for a while they've been bragging about the Tasmania.
This is annoying me.
Well, they've got 2 years to get it going, haven't they, really?
Yeah, but there was
They've got 2 years to
but
get
there
it
was
going.
talk something about this ground being a problem now for them. So I understand. I mean, there's at the moment the games that Hawthorn are playing in Tasmania. Is it the same ground that at the moment they're going to be using? Is that what's the
I'm not
go
sure.
with?
I don't know what's going on with that ground. I don't really know what's going on with that ground. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Are they building it? They've got to build something, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, they have to.
They have to. I don't know if it's going to be the one with the roof and everything. So
Maybe they
I'm
ran
not
out of
sure.
money, mate. I don't know. They might have run out of money. Maybe their home ground might be at the...
No, I don't.
Well, you know, they interviewed.
With Collingwood. They merged with Collingwood.
Well, they interviewed Peter Dacos and said, if Nick was to leave the Collingwood Football Club, because potentially.
Peter said that. Peter Dacos said that.
No. They asked him if Nick, and he said, look, at the end of the day, he's his own person. It's up to him to make the decision, but he'd be disappointed.
Yeah, I think
but at the end of the day,
there's some talk there, Manny. I think that's probably what's going on.
it's well, this is where the Collingwood Football Club needs to.
No Dacos, no Collingwood,
focus.
mate.
Well, they need to focus on building and building pretty quick. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm disappointed because I've seen a couple of premierships in the last 15 years, but this is the thing now. We've been talking about you, especially you, the geriatrics, and
Well, they are.
Well, at the moment they are. Yeah. I mean, they're doing a little bit better than the Bombers.
Yeah, they are.
And you'd think that the Bombers would be sort of up and coming, but that's a different story. And the Tigers, well, the Tigers are the Tigers. But the big surprise on the weekend was the Carlton Football Club, So all the Carlton fans out there, they'd be happy.
What happened there?
They'd be happy.
They realised there's a second half.
They got,
didn't they?
what are you got? You've got a ex-Collingwood manager. You've got now ex-Collingwood player who's coaching.
Yeah, but since that time, I mean, he coached at Carlton, then he went back to Collingwood, he's come back. But you're right, you're right. And what's that going to do? Make people hate us.
You're trying to say that like Carlton's
No, I
Carlton, like the Carlton supporters are rat that they won their second game for the
I don't want
year,
it
mate.
taken out of context. That's all.
Did you believe that the supporters of like? You believe that they're rat? You think that they're like, here we go now, we've got rid of Voss and you know the club's going to change. You believe that?
Well, one of the players that got interviewed turned around and said that we did it for Voss.
They did it for Voss.
They did it for Voss.
I never heard that.
Yeah, it was one of the Carlton players who got interviewed. Yes, he got interviewed on Channel
We would
7,
see that.
Channel 7, and he turned around and he said, and we did it for Voss. He actually did it. He said we did it for Voss.
Nah, you're...
No, I'm serious.
Oh,
And my wife looked at me and she said, did I hear that right? So, you know, someone out there has probably heard it because I heard it and I reckon,
Okay.
you know, it doesn't make sense to me.
Rocco, now, I know you've been talking about the win on your shows, but what's your thought on that game? What quickly is your thought on that game?
Well, if you watched my shows, you would have seen what my
well, I
thoughts
didn't have a
were.
chance. I do apologise for that. But like, are you excited or not? Just so I can get that level of where you're at.
So,
I don't have to either give it to you or not give it to you.
where I'm at is simple, right? It's simple, right?
So you're
it was
for the win.
Of course you're happy that you won. You want to win every single game.
Right.
Of course you do. You know what I mean? I'm more happier that Voss got sacked and we won with the new... So he's not going... Most likely he's not going to be our coach.
Yeah.
Right? So, but what I'm happy with is the change. I thought we needed the change so then we can move forward. Right? That's all I wanted to do. So after the win, right, I'm happy to move forward. I said this, the first 3 quarters is some of the worst footy I've seen by both clubs. It was a terrible game.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible. But what I was happy with was the last quarter. Like they turned it around and they not only did they win it, it's the way they won the game. It's the way they won the game. They played that game, they're fast, you know, moving forward, they were controlling the ball, they kicked their goals and then they were behind, they hit the front, then they hit the front by 4 goals and they won the game. So yeah, I'm happy. I want to see that. Are we going to see that every week? Probably not.
We're not, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're probably not going to see that, but I'm happy to see. I said this, if I was the coach, what I would be doing is reinforcing that and saying, right, this is what I want to do. Every time they fall behind, I want them to go, listen, this is what I want you to do. I don't care if you get it wrong. You do it again. You keep doing that again. This is the way you've got to play. And then I'll be saying to the players, right, because I'll be now asking the question about who's going to be there and who's not. Who's going to be there, who's not going to be there.
Yeah.
The seniors, the young kids. And the one thing I'll be saying to them, I don't know who the next coach is, but he's watching.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, but he's watching. There's someone out there watching who's going to be your next coach. So do you want to be there? So am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy that we won the game. Was I ecstatic? I didn't sing the song or anything.
And that young boy that came and played his first
Bison.
game, yeah, the boy from
Yeah, he was great.
Northcote boy.
Yeah, okay,
Northcote boy, yeah.
Yeah.
He went to Northcote High.
Yeah.
But of course, they don't talk about him being from Northcote High. They talk about what's that
Private school.
The private school that takes that type of thing. But my daughter, she was so happy to see him kick that goal. She got excited because she went, of course, to Northcote High, and it was great.
It was good on him. Like he came in first game, you know, he was a
original dance as well. That was great to see.
yeah. So him and
Williams. No?
Williams, yes, Zach Williams were doing it. So yeah. So I was happy for him, and you could see. I said this last night. If you look at when the siren rang and they zoomed into him, and then Jagger Smith came in, Jagger Smith was almost crying. Right? That's how excited he was.
Yeah.
It's good for the young kids to see that, you know what I mean? But we've got a lot more. Like I kept saying, like, everyone just relax. Because we've got a lot of work to do. We haven't even got recruiters at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got no recruiters. Because one got sacked last week, right? And the Augusta before him left. So we've got a lot. We've got no coach, no recruiters. We've got we've got 2 first-round picks, which we're going to use on Cody Walker, and then you hear the president say, oh, we're going to go into the draft and that with what? We picked 74 and 48. I don't know what we got next. Like, what are we going to do? So now we've got to decide what we're going to do with the list. So when you say, are you happy? Yeah, I want a winning mentality. I want a winning culture, right? It doesn't matter. Forget about Cody Walker, right? We'll do what we need to do to get him, right? And at the end of the day, if we don't get him, we don't get him. Like, we can't put all our cards on this one kid, right? He's not going to be the difference. If I say to Carlton supporters, like, what do we need in and Carlton, they're going to say, oh, you need a midfielder, you need a forward, you need a backman, you need a thing. So, Cody Walker, it's not like adding one player just to finish off your side.
Yeah.
So, am I happy? Yes. But no, I'm looking at the big picture, man.
That's right. Yeah.
I want more changes.
Yeah.
I want to see it again this week.
So changes in players as well?
Yes.
So say for instance, and this is what shits me about my club, is that when they do win a couple of games in a row, you tend to go back and say, oh yeah, you know, he played all right, you know, I want him in that side. You know what I mean? Like when you start winning, obviously you want those players to continuously play. So say for instance, an example, they win the next, say, 4 or 5 games, right? Automatically as a fan, you're going to start saying to yourself, I want him in the side, I want him in, because you're winning, yeah? It's all about winning. Would you look at it differently? Like in say 4 or 5 games and they've won, would you start saying, no, you're still
fucking no. Someone like a Zach Williams and a McGovern and Haynes, to me, they're not in our future.
Right, that's
so they've got to go regardless. Yes. You know what I mean? You might get a sugar hit and win a few games.
That's exactly right.
Right, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But are they in their future? Who's going to be there in 3 or 4 years' time? That's all I care about. And you're not going to be there. You know what I mean? So I'd rather play the younger kids and see what they've got. You know what I mean? You can't get rid of all your older players.
No, of course not, yeah.
Of course. But there'll be certain players that have to go at the end of the year. If they're serious, they're going to have to go, man. Yeah. They're going to have to go. And also board members and footy directors, all of them, man. Because let's not forget, we played 1 quarter of football this week.
That's right.
The other 3, they weren't that good.
It was pretty shit.
They weren't that good. Right, yeah, it was hopeless. It was one of the worst games I've seen. But at the end of the day, let's not forget where we are. We're 2 and 8.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I don't want to like rain on everyone's parade and say, all right, enjoyed it. Like they were singing the song, you know, outside they were singing the song, and it's good. It's good that we get the victory. I want that feeling. I want to win this week too.
Yeah.
I want to win next week. I want to win every game if we could, you know. But let's not forget of where we are.
Yeah.
And we are.
That's the way you got to
What
be.
frustrates me.
Because then what happens if you lose the next 3 or 4? You're back to where you started.
Yeah, you get your hype up high, and then you go back to that level again.
Yeah.
No consistency.
Yeah, 100%.
So why aren't they getting rid of the Essendon coach?
It's getting close.
I personally, you know, I'm not talking about the teams at this stage, but I don't know, mate. I reckon, regardless if we sack him or not, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Personally, at the moment, that's the way I feel. It's not going to make a difference. I think there's got to be bigger changes at the club.
I was going to ask you about that as well, because you've got us, then you've got West Coast, and then you've got Carlton. So you've got the other 3 bottom 4 teams.
That's a funny thing that Scott said. He said because they pretty much told him like you got 3 winnable games, yeah. So Richmond, Carlton, and West Coast. And he kind of made a comment as if to say, it doesn't matter if we win or lose those games. And you know, I was talking to my brother about it, and I thought, hold on a minute, we need to win those games.
Yeah.
We need to beat Richmond, Carlton, and West Coast.
You have to
Doesn't matter. We know where we are. We know where we are. But he made it as if to say, well, if we lose against Richmond, it's all right because this is what we're trying to do.
No, you got to beat those teams around
That's
you.
correct. So that's the key. We need to beat Richmond, we need to beat Carlton, and we need to beat West Coast.
So out of those 3 you just mentioned,
we need to beat those 3 teams.
Yeah, I know what you need to do. You need to, you know.
Well, that's you know. Well, I'm not saying that we're playing Collingwood. We're playing you know Bulldogs.
No, you already played well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but let's say we're not playing the top teams.
But what
we're playing the teams around us.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, you're talking about beating these 3 teams that you mentioned, right? Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to play now an undermanned
Correct.
Richmond side.
Yeah.
That they may even bring a couple of players from the AFLW. Don't take that one out of context. All right. Now, So there's if you don't win that game, there's definitely that would then ask.
It's not about. It's just like it's not about.
But if you don't,
at the end of the day, it's just like
but
me saying,
I'm saying,
you don't beat West Coast this week.
But hang on,
we're playing Richmond.
But you're playing a team that's got a broken leg.
Yeah,
For fuck's sake, Mark. Hang on.
We're both on the bottom of the ladder.
You're both a shit, but at the moment,
that's right. So
when you're comparing you both though,
Yeah.
you've got enough players to sit there and say, right, you know what, I
Yes.
can bring him and I can take him out, I can do this and that. They don't have that opportunity, right? So they're pretty much a team with one good leg and one broken leg, yeah. So if you don't beat Richmond,
Correct.
what's going to be your excuse then as a coach?
That's exactly right.
I'd be
That's
saying,
my
you know
point.
what? Why the fuck are we paying? You know
That's
what?
my point, man. We need to beat these
Let's
teams.
get somebody else in there, all right? Now, Rocco wasn't saying, oh, you know, we're going to get rid of Voss and all of a sudden we're going to get, the biggest replacement that's going to come and it's got a genie in the bottle here, rub the fucking bottle and all of a sudden, no, it doesn't work that way. But the reality is that they're looking at the change and they want the change.
Mm-hmm.
And the change is sometimes, as they say, a change is good as anything, yeah? So this is what I'm saying, because at the moment, I'm thinking to myself, what is it that the Essendon Football Club are waiting for?
I'll tell you right now. Well, look, I mean, really, to sack a coach, you don't sack a coach. You know, I believe round 7, 8, 9, or 10. It should be either after the bye, around 7, 8. But anyway, so if I'll tell you right now, if Essendon lose against Richmond, Carlton, and West Coast, you'd be quite surprised that the coach is still there. All right, that's my theory.
Yeah. What has to be? It's a results-driven industry, whether we like it or not.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's a result? The
It's a results-driven
the
industry.
results could have shown that it should have been gone. Should have been gone weeks ago.
Well, that's a point there as well. But now they're coming up against teams that are around them on the ladder. So it comes down to, at the end of the day, if we lose against Richmond, Carlton, and West Coast, it would not surprise me if he gets sacked. You'd want to sack him.
Do you believe that you could actually beat Carlton?
Bloody oath, mate. What? You honestly that confident that you'll beat Essendon?
Essendon we will.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be
That's pretty confident.
Right.
They've had their second win on a caretaker.
It's not about the second win. I mean, at the end of the day, like yous have been terrible. You've been punished by 60 plus points for 4 or 5 games. I mean, we've been in every game, and we've just lost it in 1 or 2 quarters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got better players on the ground than you guys have. It's just a fact at the moment. I can't. If we were playing this week, we'd be 101 against you.
Yeah, mate. Well, again.
So I am confident to beat you,
against
but am I confident as far as Carlton goes? No, but I'm confident against you guys.
Okay.
So that'll happen in
Well,
a few
I'm
weeks.
confident against you guys.
I know you are.
And I'm confident against you guys.
Yes, but
and West Coast. But if we play Collingwood again, I want to think about it.
So forget it. You beat Richmond. You beat Richmond. You won't beat Carlton.
Who said that?
All right. You don't beat the West Coast Eagles, right?
Yeah.
But then you get the bye, and then you think to yourself, now this is fitting. We've got a bye, so we'll fuck the coach up.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But it doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. Why is it they have to wait for the bye? Is that something? Is that a tradition or is it a? What's the
I
fucking
reckon
difference?
well, I reckon you shouldn't sack the coach right up until probably round 16, 17. I don't get it. I don't get why they've sacked him, Voss, earlier. I don't know why.
Well, the word is that he resigned. I still don't believe it, but I think the pressure's way.
Probably why it was round.
Nah, but that's what they're saying. I don't believe that. But see, the pressure is that to me, the pressure was the pressure was so extreme, right, that he had to be let go. The fans were getting onto it, you know what I mean, and that's why I agree. Like it's probably a bit early, but then I also agree it's best we cut it off now, and then we can start moving forward and working towards. Now we've got 14.
But then what I can't understand too, I'm not quite sure if the AFL can do this, but can you guys get your coach now, new coach? Why can't they start interviewing a coach now?
You could, but all of them have got contracts. Like who are you going to get?
Might not be a coach now. A coach like say Longmire, right? Or a coach or Buckley or whatever.
You could.
Right? So why would you waste?
You could.
Why would you waste another 14 weeks?
Well, first of all, you got to go through the process.
Well, you find someone, right? Even if you find someone round 17, you got 5-6 weeks with your new coach, right, to see what you guys have got. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't that?
I don't think that's ever happened.
Well, it should happen. I reckon that's the thing. Why have 14 weeks of just playing for what?
It makes more sense to have a caretaker.
Well, you're going to make finals.
It's like what
No,
Rocco,
it's not about making finals.
but it's what Rocco said before.
You've
But these players now, right, as Rocco said, these players have been told that whoever does come in and take over, he's right now thinking to himself, you know what? I'm watching this team that has got maybe 5-6 players that I'm happy to keep for next year.
Yeah.
And maybe the rest of them are players that I think have got to look at somewhere else. Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is also a good opportunity for the Carlton Football Club to put pressure on the players. I mean, I know they've got contracts, I know they're going to get paid, but you want to look at it as, plus you want to get somebody else to take over. Yeah, you're right. There might be someone that may be able to take over, but potentially you've got to go through the whole process.
Yeah, well, they've got 10 weeks to do that process.
You know what I mean?
They've got 10 weeks to do that process, mate. You've sacked the coach at round 7. Why can't you get a coach by round 17 or 18? That's 10, 12
Well,
weeks.
you don't know. Maybe
That's what I'm saying. Would you rather have a coach at round 17 and say, right, this is what we've got, let's try something different and start the new year with that?
It makes more sense that way, because that way you know, right, now you're preparing prior to the season finishing, you know where you're at, and then you're going through that process.
Yeah.
Maybe that
Well,
might
with
happen.
the caretaker for the next 13, 14 weeks, he's going to bring this player in, he's going to bring that player in, he's going to see how that player goes.
Yeah, so then you do like a club thing where you've got to be like looking at the whole club and looking what direction we're going, right? So you'd be saying like, right, we're not playing well, right? So you'd be saying like, let's play the young kids.
Yeah.
Right, so we can have a look at it. It doesn't matter which coach is there.
I'm not saying it's a waste of a year. It's pretty much a waste.
The only person you'll be able to get if you were going to do that was like a Longmire or someone like that, right? Because they're not under contract. I think we're looking at an assistant coach to come in. They're contracted. You can't get them in mid-season, so it's not going to happen.
Okay.
So I don't want a Longmire and that. Could you possibly? I don't think there's a rule against it. I don't think there is a rule against it. So could you possibly bring in a senior coach in the middle?
Say Buckley, right?
Let's say Buckley. I can't see if it was the right move why you couldn't do it. It'll be a bold move. Like I've never seen anything like that happen.
It's only because he resigned so early in the season. If he resigned, say,
but you're in the same position because at the end of the day, like
that's why they won't sack him now.
Yeah, no, but all you're doing is you're just doing it for, or the club's doing it for, then it's way too early. But you're in exactly the same position. You're in exactly the same position. The only difference is you just got him there. But what's the difference? You got 14 weeks. Like you're not making finals. You got 14 weeks to prepare for 27.
Yeah, but he could still be making those wrong choices, which he's still doing now, our coach.
He could be making it. So it's the same thing. Right. But what you're saying is put in someone and we can start brand new.
Yes, not straight away. Still use your caretaker.
I still think it would be a wrong
16,
move.
17, round 7. Would you like to see a new coach round 17 and say to yourself, right, here's our coach. You got 5 weeks, mate, to sort this shit out, and then pre-season starts, bang, you're off, mate.
Yeah, but Marco, you've got to remember something. The club's probably looking at it in a different way. So you're looking at it as, but the football club's probably seeing themselves, right, all right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, potential 5 coaches that might want to come in. But we might want to look at, do we want a Longmire? Do we want that style of football?
Fair enough. I understand.
Do we want a Buckley? Do we want that?
Fair enough.
Maybe they might think themselves.
I'll get that many.
And that takes time, because at the end of the day, maybe they've got to look at themselves. We've done it too many times where we've brought in someone straight away, right, and we've got nowhere with it. Yeah. So maybe we need to bring someone in who's going to give us something different. Maybe offer us something more refreshing. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's every single coach obviously has their style of playing the game. Yeah. So and at the moment, for Carlton, it was more about the fans aren't happy. The club's not happy. We got rid of Voss. Maybe this might be an opportunity for the players to start changing. Maybe the players might start a different style of football, or maybe they might sort of, you know, we might be talking about this in say 8 weeks' time, and the Carlton Football Club's got another 6 wins out of those 8. Because what was it you said? Is it every 4? Is it every 4 games? There's a pattern of what you go through 4. Is it a 4 game? How do you break it up, Rocco?
Something like that. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you look at your first 4 games, and then after that you go look at your next 4 games. So potentially the Carlton Football Club might be in 4 weeks' time. They might have 3 out of 4 wins. Yeah, and all of a sudden you've got another. You know, you just don't know.
It's like at the end of the day for us, I just keep saying, like, we had those problems before this week. They just didn't go away. You know what I mean? So there's a lot more problems to it. So there's a lot more work to be done, right? So, you know, the coach is one issue, you know what I mean? Even if you just say you do get a coach, you still need recruiters, players. You know, you still need all of that. You still need all of that. So,
Yeah.
very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's a good point you bring up. I do think it is a fair argument to say, if you've got the coach now, like if you've got John Longmire ready, and why not start him now? I get it.
Yeah.
Personally, I think more on the trend of let's just wait till the season finishes. Let's just put this one in the books, get them in, start at or end of the season. Be like, right, this is your team now. Let's start afresh from here. Start from day one.
There's no guarantees that starting fresh again is going to get you success straight away, mate. So,
but there's no.
Like it's like, you know, you say you write the season off. I get it, but write the season off. So, as a supporter, I still hope that Essendon make the finals. Statistically, we can still make finals, mate. Right? So I don't care. I'm a realist as well, but. Do you know what I mean? Why write off the season when you can still make the finals?
It's not writing off the season. It's
because
it's preparing for the next phase.
Nah, yeah, that's right.
It's not guaranteed, mate.
No, it's not. But you're still looking towards the future. You're still looking to the next. Like you say, like, we could still possibly, mate. You're talking about 1 in a million. You're talking about miracles. You know what I mean? You want a team that's sustained. You want a team that's going to be constantly there, good side, great leaders. What you're saying is we could still make it. In reality, you know you're not going to make it. You're not good enough, so you've got to fix it. That's how I feel. Like, could we still? Well,
or do you just keep on trying players and players and players for the next 13, 14 weeks? That's a long time.
I think you don't wipe off the season, but what you do is you plan for next year and the year after.
Make small changes moving forward to get to the better situation by the end of the year to start the new year. Now the Richmond coach, how did he end up getting the gig? Was he
was an assistant at Melbourne before he joined us.
Right. And so how long has he been there now?
This is 3rd season.
Right. So potentially, if this bloke doesn't do anything by next year, you think to yourself, you know what?
Well, I've said it, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's sad, but you look at the clubs that are doing really well. You know, they've got the players, I suppose, but they've got the coaches.
That's what I was going to say to Liam. At the end of the day, you're saying you're going to get rid of him after next year, but this year you've been injury prone. So is that the coach's fault? So you've only had him. You believe it's still he's got influence in that? Those injuries.
Oh no, not over the injuries. In terms of our game plan and what we're actually producing.
But he hasn't had the players to.
Yeah, look, and that is a fair argument. I still think, as I've said, if we had the opportunity at the end of the season to get someone like a Longmire or a Ken Hinkley or someone,
you take him.
I personally think that's what we should do.
You want a Longmire?
Because even still, like, I think we're 8 wins in 52 games. Three of those wins are against West Coast.
Yeah.
So we're not.
Yeah. I mean,
really
you're starting to run out of time.
Yeah.
We're starting to run. You're starting to run out of time. Like the patience is gone, and that's what happened with Voss too. Like it was into his 6th year. Like you go, man, like how long do you have to wait for this? And you're the same.
Yeah.
Like the patience is gone. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's a hard choice. And then people always bring up things like, oh, but Hardwick they kept, or they kept bloody the Essendon coach there before, Bomber Thompson, you know, and he was going shit, then they kept him, and then he won a premiership. Yeah, but how many times has that happened in 100 years? Not many, you know what I mean? Not many that they go that bad, and then you persist with them, and then all of a sudden they turn it around, you know? And also with them, you've got to see something coming into that change. You've got to see something. You've got to go, all right, now I can see something. But like with us, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
And I don't, at the moment, you're starting to feel like that. And you're the same, let's be honest. You can't see nothing.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. It's getting
It's sad,
worse.
isn't it? It's sad that the big clubs
That's
are
the key.
struggling.
That's
aren't they?
yeah.
The
That's
big
the
clubs
key.
seem to be
Because we're so
struggling.
used to just
You know what I mean?
being up there
Yeah.
and
That's
supporting
right.
and winning
Well,
and
we're
singing songs.
now just average clubs when you look at it, you know.
Oh, we're worse than
We're big clubs,
We
I
shouldn't
mean-
even be playing in the AFL.
But I think this is why the Carlton Football Club made that decision to say, you know what, and at the end of the day, boss, you know, he resigned, you know what I mean? But this is where, you know, the club is so big and the supporters and everything is so big behind it. You know, it shows that they care. But when you look at the Essendon Football Club, they think to themselves, you know, nothing's happened for 20 years. It's like people don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it's like literally it feels that way. Yeah,
It does,
feels
yeah,
like
it does, mate. At,
you know
at
what I
the
mean?
moment, it's starting to test our patience, mate. Well, there's no more excuses anymore, mate.
No, it's
So we're getting to a stage when I'm watching a game, it's just I've got no involvement in it anymore.
no. And the worst thing is, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I had someone who said to me that the Essendon memberships actually went up. Instead of them thinking to themselves, you know, we're not doing well, we're actually struggling, we need to get the fans, we need to get the supporters, we need to try and get something, let's try and give something back to the fans.
Yeah.
But no. Hey, a bit of fisting, hey, don't take that one out of context. Hey, don't take that one out of context, hey.
Get it out again.
Since we're talking about the game so much, we'll get into this one because there were some games that were played. Forever rounds.
Rivalry.
Geez, that come up on its own.
Yeah, but it's
You're not-
forever rounds.
You're not doing that on your own, are you?
Nah, man, we've got fake producers.
AI.
AI. We've got like bots there doing. I have got a couple of bots there. I've got a couple of bots there.
Where's Vincenzo? Where's his name?
Who?
ChatGPT? What was it?
Oh yeah, Guido.
Guido. Gino and Guido.
We had the first game, and that was your game, the Sydney Collingwood game. And as you can see, the results are there. It was a close game. You were in front.
We were in front. It was a good game. I mean, that first quarter, Collingwood played really, really well. And then, you know, I suppose it was Grundy. He absolutely dominated. Eh? That kid's an absolute superstar.
But he's gone from strength to strength,
Yeah,
you know, like, and he's definitely the best, and he's a lot of confidence. He looks like a Viking.
Yeah.
I love it.
We look a bloke, isn't he?
I like him.
And you
I
know
like
what?
it.
It's this is where Collingwood managed to sort of. I thought they were going to get done hard. Yeah, I didn't even back them. That's how I thought we were going to get done. But full credit to them, they kept it. They kept at it, and you know, we had 5 players that were out. You know, 5 players that you know that we look at more. You know, he didn't play, but you know, a lot of people at the moment aren't happy with Moore. So that's another issue on its own. But we had the injuries. The injuries were there. We brought in some young players, giving them an opportunity. Oscar Steen was playing really well against Grundy, and of course, once he sustained the injury, it changed the whole momentum of the game. And you know, and pretty much that was Collingwood for you. You know what I mean? It's just amazing that an injury can cause so much.
A player in that calibre.
You know, so, and Oscar Steen, you know, credit to him, you know, he had patience for 4 years, he's finally gotten that opportunity, and now he's injured himself. So it's going to be some tough road ahead for Collingwood at the moment. I think there's going to be a lot of, you know, we're going to try and get some big players back in there, you know, and hopefully we do. But yeah, no, it was a good game. It was a close game, but no cigar at the end of the day. So. You know, credit to to the Swans, because the Swans are definitely a side to reckon with, so
Yeah, they're just getting it done, aren't
they're
they?
just they are, and they can do whatever they like, and they've got players that are missing, so they've got the injuries, but no, I think it's going to be a long season for
You didn't, yeah. Well, the Pendlebury there would have been nice one.
Well, that's right. If Pendlebury was there, and of course,
difference.
the powers to be thought that wouldn't be the case. So, I think I've got to give credit to the boys.
So you're writing off the season too many, are you?
No, not running off the season.
Okay.
No,
Statistically,
no.
you can still make finals.
Well, look, I did say at the start of the season, I think we're going to be finishing around the 10th position.
That's finals now, isn't it?
Well, it is.
So if you finish 10th,
finals.
you make finals. Far out.
But
man.
the
How
thing
easy
is,
is that now, Rocco? mate?
yeah, but the thing is,
Finish 10th and you make the finals.
I know, imagine that. Imagine that.
You play finals, but the reality is, do you really feel that you are potentially a club a team that's going to be
Competing.
Contenders.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Contenders or contending?
That's right. So,
So it's just making up numbers.
yeah. So look, I think it's going to be a tough season for the rest of the season for Collingwood. I think we will get wins here and there. Let's just get 4-3-3 out of the way with Scott Pendlebury and we move on. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think it's going to be a long season. And we've got a lot of injuries there at the moment. We've got to get the right players in. We've got to get, and credit to the goal. He's been playing pretty good, which has been important for us to get him in there. And Nick Dacos he's always there, but we're just not good enough at the moment. Not good enough at all. So it's going to be like I said, it's going to be a long season, but I think we should beat the West Coast Eagles.
We should. All right.
Should.
That's a shit.
Can I ask you one thing, Manny? You did actually start that game very well, and I think you're right. With the injuries in the ruck, you were playing midfielders in the ruck in the end. Do you take anything from the start of that game into the future weeks, being like, hey, this at our best, we were beating a really good team away from home. Do you take anything from that into further weeks, or
of course
does it not matter now?
No, of course you do. But it's. I think it's important where you look at a lot of the young players that have come in, and give them credit. And there's a lot of these boys have been given the opportunity, and the moment you see that they're progressing, you see that they're doing well, but at the end of the day, you want wins, and you're not getting wins, and you can sit there and say, I've got 5 young players that have come in and they're playing really, really well.
Back,
But we're not getting the wins, but our first quarter was great, but then, you can't sit back and relax when you're playing Sydney, And
it felt like they were going to come back. It always felt like they were going to come back,
They
so...
used to always come back, didn't they, the Pies? Now they're not coming back as much anymore. mate. And that's okay, that's fair enough.
And I know Essendon fans are happy to see Collingwood.
We're always happy to see Collingwood.
Yeah, mate.
Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy.
I mean, for me, it was great to see.
Manny.
Anzac Day was a great clash, and it was a tight game
History.
this year.
History, mate,
That was a very tight game, and you know what? I'll here you go, mate. And I'll have a piece of
He's sharing with everyone, mate.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's mate. Very friendly you are.
Next one.
Oh,
Next one.
no, that's the big one, isn't it?
Oh, it wasn't a big one, but we did win it. And as I said, I don't want to go too much into this game. I've talked about it way too much, right?
Bullies though, mate.
Yeah, but the Bullies were depleted. They were on one leg, we played real bad, but I was happy with the last quarter. The last quarter, they come back hard. I'm proud of the guys, the way they played. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a good win. I'm happy that they won, and I'm glad the way they finished off hard. So I'm glad the way they finished off hard.
So are you happy that they won, knowing the fact that you sacked Voss or you resigned and then you won? How does that kind of feel, Rocco, in a way? You know what I mean? Like, you're happy you won, but you only won because of sacking your coach.
Well, I don't know. I reckon we possibly could have won anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it definitely gives you the sugar hit of that win. And sometimes you got to ask too, why did they play well?
Most teams do win after they sack the coach.
Do you know what?
I think it's a high percentage, isn't it?
It's not. I checked it because it was in another quiz that I did. It's less than 50%.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I couldn't believe it either.
Mark, you've been giving us incorrect information.
Nah, I was shocked.
You're misleading us like your football team.
Well, they're
You're
in
misleading us like your football
They're in
team.
the 50% then.
I was shocked as well.
But it was a boring game of football to watch. Like, I did because I was looking forward to seeing how Carlton were going to come out. And obviously, I think a lot of our supporters were. Did you watch the game? A little bit of the game.
I saw the last quarter.
When did you watch it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think most supporters would have just been wanting to see how they were going to react. Yeah. Yeah, we'd go to watch to watch it.
Yeah, it was.
But you know what though? It's what you know when the siren went and they went to that young boy, that Aboriginal boy, the one that's called the Ison was, yeah.
Yep.
You know, and then he, you know, that other player that came up to him and
Yep.
you know,
Jacob Smith. Yeah.
Jacob. And you know what? My wife said to me, "It looks like he's crying," and I said to her, "Well, you know what? This is."
He was excited, man. Like this.
Build up pressure. You know, this has been.
This kid's young, you know. He wants to win, you know. So.
Yeah, of course, and this is what it is, and that's what it is. It's the wins that will build that confidence and builds that character, and you know, and that confidence, and
Yes.
and that's what you want, you know, and it's whether it's the fact that Voss wasn't there, who knows, you know, was Voss maybe maybe Voss was there good for the club for a little while, and maybe things started going wrong, you know, maybe the bloke wasn't. You know, respected by the players. Maybe there was other problems. You know, you'll never know. The only thing you'll get out of that now is you'll see how Carlton plays.
Yeah.
You know, till the end of the season, and then all of a sudden, if they end up having say they pick up another 6-7 wins, then all of a sudden you think to yourself, you know, and
Why didn't I do this earlier?
Well, Graham Wright would be, you know, kicking himself because he's the one who made that decision to say, you know, we'll keep on Voss, you know. So, potentially, you think about it, if Carlton ends up getting another, say, 6-7 wins, you think to yourself, well, you know, we've missed up on those other ones. Could have been the year of what it could have been, yeah? So...
No, I don't know, man. I reckon it's still going to be a long year. It was a bit of a sugar hit. We'll win 3 or 4 games. We'll lose games. And then we'll just get ready for next year, man. That's all it's about, man.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Yep. That's all it was. Let's go into this game here. Essendon and Freo. You can see that 61. You absolutely got punished.
Was it 100?
Yeah.
Essendon to
104 to 61.
Yeah.
Did we lose?
At one stage, you only kicked a goal and they punished you. You didn't kick a goal for nearly 3 quarters, and then you came back. So it's your game, man.
Look, I watched the game, and to be quite honest, boys, I really don't know much more what to say. I mean, half a game of football. The thing is, to kick 1 goal, right, in wet conditions, and to have Freo kick nearly 10 goals, to me it just told me straight up, this is getting worse every week. I cannot handle watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do this every week, can you?
It's bad. It was bad.
And the only guy that was kicked was a kid that played 3 games, Sullivan Ruby.
It was
He's going to
bad.
be a gun, mind you. He's going to be our next captain. And to really finish it off, the other players that kicked goals were Caddy and May. So another 2 young fellas. So you know, between those 3 young kids, 6 goals were kicked. That's disappointing. Again, I keep harping on leaders. That's all it is, man. The leaders on the day again.
That's all it's about,
just
man.
Did not perform.
Again, again.
These leaders have been around long enough.
And this is what I say about Carlton.
You
need your leaders to stand up.
You know, we've got players on the list now. You know, again, the coach stresses me out on ways of the way he picks the side. You got Westerfield coming into the side. When you've got a young kid by the name of Sass. Now, the reserves...
You kept him on the list. That's the funny thing.
We kept him on a list, I think for Nick Martin, because it was a long-term injury.
Yeah.
So we had the opportunity to put him on the list. Why would you play Westerfield? Why would you play him? I couldn't comprehend it. When you've got a young kid that's, you know, averaging 30-odd disposals in the reserves, and Essendon didn't play in the reserves, had to buy. So what's he resting those players? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even think about putting some of these players back in the side? That's what confuses me more than anything else. Is he wrecking this side deliberately, or where's his rebuild from here? You give that kid. You've got to give him a go. You got to play him to the end of the year because he will leave. And that's what I said to you last week, you boys. These young kids will leave, mate. People are chasing Caddy now at the moment. You know, there's a bit of a whisper about Caddy going to Tassie. We can't afford to do this at the club. We cannot afford to lose young players.
Unfortunately, the way you're performing and all that, it's a big. It could
We're
happen.
in a bad
Man.
situation, bro. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We're getting to a stage now where we don't.
Why would he
have
stay?
Why would he stay? Why would you want to stay? Why
That's
would you,
right.
Why would you want to come?
That's the question.
Why would you want to come to? Why can't we go out and get Butters? Why can't we go out and get a high quality player? We've got the money, but at the end of the day, they don't want to play for the club, and it's getting to that stage where, you know, it's happening, and I'm scared that's going to happen because we're going to be at the bottom of the ladder for the next 10 years if it keeps going.
I think the biggest problem you guys have is merit. Now, the moment Merritt didn't want to be there, yeah, your captain didn't want to be there, right? So, you know, Victoria, you know, we're keeping Merritt, you know, and all of a sudden Merritt's there. But it leaves a very, very foul taste, yeah? Because you think to yourself, well, he doesn't want to be there. He's here now, he's getting paid, so he's got to do his job, right?
What notice with Merritt, Manny? He's a great player.
But what I'm saying is, if you've got an up-and-coming player that may potentially think, oh, you know what, I might go, you know, I might be interested in playing for the Essendon Football Club. When they look at Merritt, who thinks to himself, fuck off, I don't want to be here, but I'm here, yeah.
It doesn't say much, does it? Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
Well, that's exactly
Because there
what's
are players that want to go and play for a certain team.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
But you've got to look at the character of that player as well. So to me, Merritt, to be honest with you, he's a great player. He's not a champion player. He's a great player. He's a bit of a, like, when the shit hits the fan, he tends to find an easy way out. Every time there's something wrong at the club, it's easy for him to say, oh, you know what I mean? Like, there's always an excuse with him for some particular reason. He's not really leading. Do you know what I mean? He's not to me, he's a full leader, like a James Hurd. Yeah? When something goes wrong at the club, I've just noticed that he tends to find a way to get out of it. That's
And this is why one of the reasons was, you talk about Merritt, sorry, keeping him could have been a mistake.
Correct.
As the captain, if he wanted to leave, I think the best thing would have been for him to leave.
Correct.
Right? And I know you're going to go like, oh, but we didn't get the right deal and that, but far out.
No, I don't think it was that, Rock. I think it was more Essendon standing their ground.
Yeah, but that is...
It wasn't about... Like,
well, that's been silly too.
Correct. Yeah, it's them standing their ground saying that you've got a contract, you're staying here. Well, if he's going to stay here, then might as well just play in reserves. I would have been happy for him to play in reserves and see what he's got to show.
Yeah, but they'll never do that. And plus, he's on big money, and he's one of your better players.
He's now being dropped, and you know,
Yeah, but
he didn't play last week, and he didn't play in the reserves.
Yeah.
So why would you not play him? But anyway, so disappointing again. No excuses. Things need to change dramatically. I'm not going to use that excuse of just get rid of the whole year. I want to see it, you know, things change quicker.
Yeah.
You know, it can get worse, to be quite honest. So yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Disappointing fucking year for you blokes, eh? Shit ass. Let's talk about another disappointing club, St Kilda and Richmond. Let's have a look at this.
St Kilda are pretty disappointed, Rocco.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good.
Yeah, oh, look, it's kind of echoing what Mark said. Well, not too much more I can say here. It was it's done after the first quarter again. Stat straight off the bat for you guys: 21 inside 50s to 3 in the first quarter.
21
to 3.
I didn't realise that.
21 for St Kilda.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been for Richmond.
Well, you know, sometimes you know, you go into the 50 more. Then
Yeah.
I think Richmond ended up with 15 inside 50 for the whole game.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, a bit more than that. I'll double check to be honest, but yeah, it wasn't a very.
If it was, and it wouldn't have been high, but what was the score again? I missed it.
It's 109 to 73.
So
6 goals in the end.
Yeah.
But that was the margin at quarter time. I think it was steady.
So they did it. They won it in the first quarter.
So really, yeah.
Back.
And I think I spoke about that with last week's game. You start behind.
Yeah.
We're not good enough to come back.
Yeah.
We're just not at that stage. Speaking again about coaches, some of our tactics, interesting. We decided to play extra numbers at the stoppage, but then when we actually got the ball forward, no one was there. And St Kilda, they loved it. Carol Wilkie, Jack Sinclair, they were in the field there. Just chip mark, because they had all the time and space, no one was on them. I was like, well, yeah, all right, we're getting the ball at the stoppage, all right. Well, what are we actually doing with it?
Yeah.
It was strange to watch. I was like, surely you realise that you're feeding directly into St Kilda's game plan here. They want this. They're happy to possess the ball and just chip mark it, keep it off us. And then when we got it, when we finally had the numbers, we moved it too slow. We got stuck in those long down the line kicks. And I mean, like, credit to a couple guys. I thought John T. Fall was really good again. Liam Fawcett stood up. I mean, he only had the 3 touches, but they were all goals, so we'll take that. But yeah,
Up, back.
it's just the game style for us. Like, I knew we were going to struggle against them. If St Kilda want to be a competitive team, which I think they do, they need to be beating us. But again, it's just watching those things in the game style, and I was like, I don't see what our plan is here. It's like, why are we playing this way? And again, it's nothing to do with the personnel. Doesn't matter who's in the team. It's poorly managed. It's not a disappointing result. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Yes.
I was
Off the book.
gonna get that stat.
Tough days ahead for the Tigers.
I agree.
All of us.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
You know what? The only person that could really brag this week
Don't
is,
say Collingwood.
well, is Rocco. Because Rocco's team won. The rest of us lost.
You're telling me Rob.
I'm not bragging.
Right, but still.
He's going to
But I am a winner this way. When you won your game, you turned around and go, but it's a win, you got to enjoy it, a win's a win and all that. And then when someone else does it, you go, it's nothing.
So we beat Melbourne, and Melbourne are what? 4th on the ladder at the moment? 5th?
And what have you done since then?
Yeah, but that's my point. That's my point, bro. All right, that's my point, bro. So you beat.
Let's go something important into next week's games. First one. This is the rival. I'm going to just sit back and listen to you two, because this is the rival game.
I'm not confused here, but I just you like my socks here, man? Crazy. But anyway, right? So last week was Sir
Douglas round, yeah.
So was it an Indigenous round?
Yeah.
Is that correct? So then why is it this week dream? Is it dream time? Yeah. So it's dream.
I think they go over 2 weeks, and what they do
Over
is
2
everyone can play their home game as a.
Right.
So that's why, and then you can wear your Indigenous top.
I love them. They're all.
There you go. Now, thanks for answering that. Well, mate, I was just thinking, well, we've got 2 kind of Indigenous rounds. Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
it's gonna be a crackerjack game.
it's the battle for this, mate. It's the battle for the wooden spoon.
You
That's
reckon?
what it is.
Oh, you got 2 there to choose from. Got the big one.
Oh.
Is the big one?
No.
His team's
Rich,
taking
we can
it,
have the
so-
big one. We
Is
can
the
have this
bigger
one.
one?
No. I'm
Hey.
not touching that.
Whoever loses,
You eat the tree.
No, I'm staying away.
say hello to my little friend.
I'm staying away from that.
You've got to eat the tree, not just one.
The whole thing, the whole tree.
Well, if there's any
You're trying to
suggestions,
kill me.
any suggestions for our bet, yours or whatever.
Do you reckon you'll win though? To put something on the line?
Do you reckon we'll win?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll win, mate. We'll
Oh,
win.
okay. Oh, then I was like, it's like, I don't know. If I was in your, actually no. Just continue.
Well, tell us who's in and out and why. Like you start.
One's coming in.
No, I don't know who's coming in.
We'll have another-
Yeah, well, no one's going to come in. Any changes with you?
As in the playing list? No, I don't think. Oh, look, hopefully there's some changes, mate. There'll need to be at least 10. Would that be a record, Liam? 10 changes?
Sure.
I reckon
Yeah.
fucking put 10 changes this week, mate. Get rid of your Westerfields and, Bozo and Bozo the Clown and all them. But yeah, I think we need to make at least, I reckon, 7 changes. I think this week.
Wow.
We have got some players that are due to come back. In Harry Jones, he needs to play this week.
Yeah, he's a good footballer.
He's a good footballer.
He'd be
I think they need to get Guelphy another go. All right. We lost Peter Wright, I think, for 6 to 8 weeks.
Peter Wright's out for you.
Done his knee.
Because, yeah.
So Brian, big responsibility on him. Is Vancouver's playing?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
He won't do that.
that's a bonus for us. So yeah, we need to make some matches. Sardis needs to play. So yeah, there's a couple of Resi players there that need to jump on board, and I think we need to bring back Mackay. We need to bring him back. We're paying him so much money. We need him to come back. So you already got 5 or 6 players. Yeah, he needs to come back. So you got 5 of those 6 players coming in. Whether that's going to make a massive improvement this week, I don't know. But you got to keep on testing these players. They're not good enough. Get rid of them.
Is Mackay going through training in regards to understanding where the ball is and when he should react?
Yeah.
Because
I think it is.
he was
Wait for the ball to be able to play.
and the ball was going back that way.
Yeah, I know.
The thing
Hey,
is that
there's a,
player is built like a brick shit. He's actually quite a big player. I've seen him quite,
Big
person.
nothing, mate.
That's exactly right. That's what shits me about it. Like the guy's, on $1 million a year, and he's a big-bodied player. He should be crushing packs. So I don't know what it is about him that he's not performing, but you're paying that much amount for him, so he needs to be playing every week. So if that doesn't work, piss him off as well at the end of the year. But I think it's going to be, depending if it's going to rain, I think it's going to be a shit game to watch. To be honest, I think it's going to be pretty scrappy. But I do believe that the Bombers will get up and win, mate, and they'll win by about 32 points.
Oh. Hey, where have you pulled that from?
Yeah, I think we'll jump is at the start, right? And then I think you'll claw your way back. But I think towards the end of the year, like at the end of the game, like Carlton did last week, I think we'll get some momentum going, and I think we'll get over the line by 32 points.
Wow. Jeez. That's brutal.
and you,
Well, I've got to disagree with that, obviously. What you were saying before, we need to be beating the teams around us. That's the same spot. I said it the other week with West Coast. I was like, this is a game we need to come in and we need to win, because I'm not sure where else we're going to get a win. Look, in terms of personnel, yeah, not too much is going to change there. Game style, I think we need to take the game on this week. No more of this slow, stagnant movement. That probably plays more into your style. That would be the game you want. I think we need to take you on, go fast, take hard out of the stoppage, put a couple past the boys. Seth Campbell, he was one good guy on the weekend, 16 CBAs. Keep him in there, challenge you guys for a bit of speed, make you chase up. Boys down forward, lead, get active, present. If someone like Mackay comes back into the team, let's take him on. Let's bring him to places where we want to go. Maybe even get physical with him, get someone like Lynch down there just to, he'd have a crack. Let him know. I think for us we shouldn't be. Obviously, the storyline for us at the moment is we've got injuries, we may have top up players, whatever. We just need to come into this game with confidence that, you know what, this is a game we need to be winning. This is a big marquee matchup for us. This is a rival club. This is a team around the same position as us. If we want to be taken serious,
you got to win this.
This is a game where we need to win. I'm not going to say we're going to win by 32 points. I think that's far. But if we can get up by 2 or 3 goals, I think that's achievable for us. But in terms of other spectators watching, it's for a big marquee Friday night fixture.
I don't think there's going to be more than 120 points scored for that whole game.
Do you know what?
I wouldn't be surprised. To tell you the truth.
The second time we played last year, that was the worst game of football.
But then again, like what could happen is, like all of a sudden, one plays out of its skin and kills it. You know what I mean? And kicks like 120 points. Or it could be a big scrap. You just don't know. But it's going to be an interesting game, especially that it's a rival game.
Yeah.
You's going?
No. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'll be there. Just one more thing I wanted to say is. Again, similar with the West Coast stuff from the other week, is because of what's happening with us, we come in with no pressure. The pressure's on you guys. It's kind of like Essendon really need to stand up, Essendon really need to perform. The narrative's more, if you guys stuff this up, it's a bigger loss for you. If we lose, it's kind of like, oh well, they barely fielded the team. Like,
correct.
They shouldn't be competing. So I'm assuming Manny's agreeing over there. That's good. The pressure is more firmly on the Bombers.
Because the Bombers potentially could be playing finals football.
If they win, statistically,
they could get it.
Until completely we're gone, then I'll say no.
Yeah.
But if we win, you just don't know.
100%. All right,
Move
interesting.
on, move
There you
on.
go.
Next one. Oh, it's the big one.
Well, I don't know why you didn't put Scott Pendlebury up there.
I think you would have got confused with the colours there, gold and gold.
Actually, that was Bo's. That was Bo's job. So
Fair enough.
Jake
No,
Waterman,
no,
beautiful fella he is.
Oh, look, you know, it's not going to sit here and say too much. I think Collingwood should beat the West Coast Eagles. But having said that, the West Coast Eagles put up a great fight and they won. They won pretty comfortably at the end, didn't they? I mean, when I say comfortably, they won by a couple of goals.
17 points.
Yeah, but still they, they put up a good fight and their forwards stepped up. So, I don't think we should be taking this game lightly. I think, I know there's been a lot of talk about this Pendlebury 4-3-3, etc. And
I can't wait for next week. If you lose,
I wanted
This will be-
to go out of the way.
Ooh, Rocco Mordo, $5. Liam will be leading the ruck for this game. Tigers have no players left. Happy 100 to the right.
thank you, my friend Guacamole, great supporter of the channel.
Hey, I'd love to play in the ruck, eh?
You would get who's yes in the ruck?
I've got the lead.
Who's yes in the
but-
ruck?
At the moment,
Nick Bryan?
Nick Bryan, yeah.
Nick Bryan.
Yeah, who's he?
You got him covered.
What's he do?
Not much.
Oh, that's right. I've got a good verdict.
We have got a young player by the name of Viso Vicentini. Viso Vicentini. I'm guessing he's Greek.
That's the mate up.
No, Visontini would be
Italian.
Italian.
I'm on his set.
Because the word viso means breast in Greek.
Isn't there a does he have a relative of Port Adelaide? His brother? Mate?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct. Spot on.
Dante,
Yeah.
best
His brother's he's a ruckman there, so.
I was going to say one thing about the Collingwood game, and I'll open it up to all of you guys.
Yeah.
We're obviously speaking about Pendlebury. Do you reckon West Coast tag him? Did they send someone to just tag Pendlebury, or did they
Put
send
him
someone
right out of the
to
game?
To just go smack him a couple times?
Yeah, just
would you do that?
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Should they do that?
I would do that, but
Good sportsmanship.
no, I don't think it's a good sport. I don't think it'll work. Because they got too many. They got, you got Pendlebury, you got Dacos and that, and I don't think you can do that to Pendlebury. He'll still be all right. So do you really tag Pendlebury? I don't think. If you're really going to tag someone, you're tagging Dacos. You're not tagging Pendlebury. That's not going to do you anything. Yeah.
Well, Manny, I hope,
Right.
not for anything, mate, that West Coast win, mate. I'm sorry to say.
Thank you,
And
that's
to
right.
all you Collingwood supporters out there,
We're on
stiff
the-
shit, I don't care.
We don't
I
expect,
hope
we don't expect anything nice from you
You get-
guys because
you get done.
Because at the moment you've been living in misery for the last 20 years. So
Hey, you know what,
you're
man,
miserable.
so has the Western Bulldogs. And so has St Kilda. And so has Carlton.
yeah, but they're not rivals.
Doesn't matter.
They're not rivals.
They've suffered a lot for a long time. Mate.
Yeah, but at least Carlton played finals football a couple of years
It's
ago.
about winning flags, mate.
Yeah,
It is about winning flags, but it starts with finals.
What do
You
they-
can't win a flag.
What has it got? You guys in 30.
No, it's got no. But what I'm saying is, you're still got to play. You're still got to win finals to give yourself any sort of chance.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not giving yourself zero
At
chance.
the moment, yeah,
Yeah.
the last 15 years.
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
No, 10 years.
All right. I reckon the next one is the big game: Port Adelaide and Carlton.
Wow.
Get down to the Sporting Globe.
This is going to be a rip. I reckon Carlton. Sorry.
Look, they're a good chance if they can continue on from the last quarter and continue on, which they got momentum from that quarter.
Yes.
Plays are feeling good, you know what I mean. And Port Adelaide aren't the best side, but they have also been a good side. They've come very close to some good sides. Only lost by a point here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Against Adelaide, and I think it was 2 games in a row where it was almost the last kick that they lost the game. So they're a good side. It's still going to be tough. We're going over to Port Adelaide. We're still not a great side. We've got to put together 4 quarters. Are we going to do it?
What a sentence. We're going to put together 4 quarters.
Yeah. I know. That's funny when you say it out loud, isn't it? We're lucky to put 2 quarters together. Can we do it? Of course we can. But I still don't think we'll win. It's too tough, man. If they're all playing here, I'd give us a big chance, 80, 90% chance. But because we're Because I don't think they're a great side.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a great side. They're very vulnerable.
Yes.
But they've also got some really good players.
Yeah.
The Horny man,
Yeah.
you know, Butters, them two in the middle, man. They could.
Georgiades.
Francis is
He's
overrated.
on fire at the moment.
Yes.
Who?
Horn Francis.
No way!
He is.
He just said Horn Francis is overrated.
No, he's not overrated.
He is one of the biggest super.
Come on, man.
If he gets more of the ball, he's dangerous. But sometimes he doesn't get too much of it.
Yeah.
He needs more of the ball.
He's lazy. He's got zero work rate.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an attitude, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a big.
Childish attitude, that's what he is.
But, so, I don't know, man. I think get down to the Sporting Globe, but and we're going to watch the game, and hopefully, look, all I want to see is that same game, well, that same endeavour in that last quarter. I want to see that more often. It doesn't have to be like for 4 quarters. I want to see more often. If you go and you try to hit someone in the middle with a handball on that and you miss it, doesn't matter. Do it again. If you run and you get caught, do it again. Right? This is the game I want to play. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We're not there yet.
Any changes?
Yeah, well,
Any
definitely.
changes
Well,
from last week's win?
Hollands is out because he got injured, so he'll be out for 4 weeks. So we were talking about this last night. Is it going to be Akers? Is it going to be like? Are they going to bring someone like experienced? We were thinking it might be Akers. I would also probably get Haynes. I would take out and bring in maybe the Gherkin, and then also maybe Frankie Evans needs a spell, a small forward, and we bring in someone like a Byrne or maybe Moya. Or Flynn Young, someone like that. So I reckon there's definitely going to be one, but there might be like 2 or 3, right? Because I think he has to start doing this now. Start bringing in these players. Start seeing who's going to be there for next year, yeah? All right. Very good.
Very nice.
Very nice. Well, let's have a look at the Fourever tips for next week. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, the tips, how good.
No, that's a leaderboard.
Oh, no, that's beautiful though.
No, it is good.
Where's that leaderboard?
There's no.
Bullshit, I put it up.
It's
Nah.
me. Daylight night.
No, there isn't.
Hello.
Well, where's the leaderboard? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Well, let's go into the leaderboard. And we kind of gave our tips. So there you go. Like, I made a massive... Look at this, man. And Manny's gone into second. He's taken your spot, Marco.
Ah, no, I've got to stop back in bloody Yosemite,
I
mate.
got
For fuck's
7, I
sake.
got 7 out of 9.
I think
Did you get 7 out of 9?
Yes, sir.
Far
Yeah,
out.
you got what? I think I only got 6. Or,
Liam's on my favourite number at the moment.
yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go.
It's pretty close, actually.
Yeah, it is pretty close. I mean,
One good round for Rocco, but it's...
well, I had a really good... I've had 2 good rounds that brought me right up. I was like... I was 5 or 6 behind
Yeah.
third spot. So, and this week, we'll see how we go.
Manny's overtaken.
But look at this, 62, 63, 64. Liam's actually doing all right. So with the games, we've picked our tips. The other games, everyone can see them, so we'll just leave them.
Yeah.
And that's it. I reckon we go into...
Before that?
yeah, let's go.
Shit, sorry.
Ends up Valentino, $8. I thought Mark was wearing a Carlton jumper, then realised Mark was the one on the right. The one on the left is just a mask.
Oh, there.
You're
Behind
a
you.
Danhausen.
Downhill.
He's a wrestler.
Oh,
Oh, far out.
He's the one that goes, you are cursed.
I'm gonna get cursed. Thanks, Enzo.
Thanks, Enzo. You're a star, mate.
Go. Man, nudge you.
Alright, next. Oh, that's a good one. Is this.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
We have to build suspense, of course.
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, put on the first, the little thing.
Nah, you guys are gonna see that.
It doesn't matter. Has it got the answers? Oh, but they can't.
I can't see that anyway.
I can't see that.
Still, let me.
Can you see that, Liam?
A little bit.
Hold on, talk for a bit.
Well, put on the segment.
That's right.
Come on, what's these producers are like?
I know, this is pretty slack.
They're not making it through the season.
No, I think they're going to sack one of them soon, mate.
It's gone quick, man. It's already 2 hours, man.
Wow.
I know.
So what do? You ask the question and then we...
Yeah, that's.
So what we got is, everyone can see, what colour was yours? I think yours, what colour was...
People pumpkin eater.
And yours?
I think mine was the green one.
All right, let's have a look. And did
Rocco, you got to change yours. I think I changed it. Excellent.
Hey, well,
did you?
Yeah, I think
let's
so.
let's test our one.
No, that's it.
Oh my god, you actually do that. What the heck?
Hey, listen. All right. What's yours?
Technology here.
Done.
What's his?
People's champion.
Oh, there you go. What's Manny's?
Manny from Maui.
And then I've got.
From the great suburb of Northcote.
Yeah. And then yours?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is first one to push it. We're going to answer, I think there's like 20 questions and these are sports questions.
All right.
All right?
They're reading it out and we buzz in, yeah?
Yep, you buzz in. First one to buzz in.
Yeah, but how do I know which one?
The first one to do it.
Just testing.
Well, they got to be on the ball
We will be.
and see who pressed first.
Oh, that'll be mine, Josh.
Yeah, alright, so we're holding him, are
Who's
we?
getting the quiz up?
What type of questions?
They're going to be sports questions.
I'm not doing like Renaissance art.
So who's doing the scoring?
I'll do that.
We can do that.
I'll do that.
Alright, cool.
You can do that, and you can also pick who we're going to do.
So these, yeah, alright.
You ready?
It's not going to be like, you won't obviously see like 4 options, you just have to guess the answer.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's cool.
All right, go.
Alright, the first one. Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2014?
Liam.
Germany.
Correct.
All right.
1-0.
All right. Wait a sec. Should there be a minus if you answer and get it wrong? Because
That's
then,
how they draw Brownie's quiz, don't they?
yeah, because if you go, you might just push it and then just take the
We'll
chance.
do a minus.
So if you get it wrong, you get a minus. So be careful about pushing it.
Do I get a bonus point for knowing who scored the goal?
No.
And that
No,
wasn't
that's up to
extra
them to
time.
ask that question.
Alright, no.
Trying to take points away from me.
Number 2. How many players are on a soccer team on the field?
You got 3 seconds.
I reckon I was first, but anyway.
1,
On the field.
2.
22.
Okay, no. No, it's actually, it's, okay, because it could be, do you mean for one team or for
Yeah.
the whole thing?
No, on a soccer team, it's on the field.
Yeah, it says a soccer
Oh,
team.
there's 11.
Nah, too late. You've already answered it.
No, but he said,
I'm going to give it to, I reckon give it to him.
but he said,
I said
How many
a soccer team.
It's an unclear question.
yeah. All
It
right.
doesn't matter. All right. Then adjudicators. What do you think?
I reckon give him the point.
Give him the point.
All right. Give him the point.
We'll give him a point.
What is the name of the tennis tournament held annually
Yeah.
in Wimbledon?
It is. I forgot it now. It is. I'm gonna say.
Can I have a go? No. You can't have a go after the show.
I've gone blank. I got the Australian Open. I got I got the thing.
Oh,
The tournament.
I think it's Wimbledon. I'm gonna say Wimbledon.
yeah, you got it.
Oh.
Easy as.
Did you not get that?
No, because then I was thinking the Wimbledon, and then I'm thinking like the Australian one is the Australian Open, and I'm thinking like Wimbledon.
It's a trick question, you know.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Which sport is played at the Winter Olympics on ice with a stick and puck?
Oh, Rocco.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Ice hockey. He didn't say the full thing.
Yeah, bum bum.
He didn't say the full thing.
Actually,
Negative one.
yeah.
Nah, you can't give me negative one.
So if he gets it wrong, I
We
can
don't
still have
play
a chance.
actual hockey.
So who buzzed in after Rocco?
Ice hockey.
Me.
Bucks.
I see, you didn't press the button.
You can't give me minus for that.
You
Wait,
can't.
no, did you buzz in when you said it?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Nah, he didn't buzz.
He just said the answer, and I said no.
What is this? Everyone just making rules up as we go.
Right, so if you get the question wrong, someone can buzz again.
That's right.
But you have to buzz.
But you have to buzz.
Correct. So I got a point.
So you didn't buzz?
No,
You
he
buzzed?
said the answer.
So I got it wrong.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're 0.
Ice
You're all on
hockey.
1 point each. That's all that matters. You're all on 1 point each.
So Rocco,
Quiz.
he lost it.
He just
Yeah, he was
took.
on 2. Now he's on 1.
Yeah, I was on 2. Yeah.
That's alright. We're on 1 point each.
Who is considered the most successful sprinter in history?
Whoa,
That was me.
I heard.
Nah, he definitely was. It was out of us two.
I want to go. I reckon it was Matty.
That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
He wasn't even near it.
Hey, don't complain when she loses.
All right, go.
Not working.
I'm going to back in Manny.
Who
Get
was it?
ready, because he could get it
If you say
wrong.
no, I'm going to buzz straight
Get
away.
wrong.
Usain Bolt.
Yes, correct.
Got him. 2-1.
I'm telling you, he was after us. But anyway, hey, open up your eyes and have a look.
It's ears, not eyes. They all sound the same.
How many laps are driven in a Formula One race in Monaco?
Manny.
41.
Wrong.
Wrong. -1 Manny.
52.
Wrong.
-1 Mark. Jeez. The points are draining away.
70.
Wrong.
No, I'm not even going to answer. I don't know it. I'm not losing the point.
We'll do closest.
No, you can't. You just
They already answered. They already answered.
Go,
We're
go.
not going to do closest.
Yeah, do closest, because if you get it wrong,
no, because then they've lost the
They've already
point.
lost points.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't.
They've already lost
So
points.
what? Yeah, no one.
No, that's it. What was it?
No one gets it.
78.
Oh, you were close.
In which
You
sport?
stitched me up.
In which sport is the Super Bowl played?
Yeah, thank you. In
Oh no.
No way.
We were talking about this earlier today.
American football, so gridiron, American football.
Stop. The answer is American football.
Yeah,
That'll do. That'll do. Let's not get into it.
Alright. In which city were the 2008 Summer Olympics held?
Liam.
Beijing.
Yes.
Good man.
Correct.
Liam back on one.
Wait, can we just stop here because something's happened to my recording, right? And it's not doing it. Hold on.
Alright, let's go. Let's be fair.
Hey, listen. Wait. No, I'll leave that. Yeah, because I don't know what happened. I pushed it and it stopped the recording.
We know how that works.
All right, go.
How many gold medals did Michael Phelps win at the 2008 Olympics?
Come on, I was first.
Rocco.
Yeah, I was right.
Michael Phelps
At the
won.
2008 Olympics.
He won 7.
Wrong.
Manny.
11.
Wrong.
-1 Manny.
Anyone clicking?
no, I'm not guessing now. I'm going to win by 0.
Yeah, 8.
Liam's taking
I was fucking close. 7,
Mark's
aren't
on
you?
0, Manny's on 0, Rocco's on 1, Liam's on 2. Very even. Very gettable.
Yeah, I lost the point.
Which soccer team won the UEFA Champions League in 2019?
Wait, 2019.
Which soccer team?
Or 18-19?
UEFA.
Oh, the 2019, the 2018-19 season.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Got it.
Wow.
Do you know you're starting to be a sports... we picked the fucking wrong questions tonight, Manny.
Don't study that kind of stuff, man.
Huh?
Alright, it's still.
Don't worry, he's studying that
He's
kind of
Plenty to play for.
That's why he's sitting on 3, we're sitting on 0.
Which tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles? Manny.
Djokovic.
Yes.
Correct. Nice. Manny back on 1.
Who is the most successful German biathlete of all time? That's it.
Oh, no.
No one wants to risk the point. Very smart.
It was Matt. I don't even know how to say it.
Schwarzenegger.
Magdalena.
Matt Schwarzenegger, you go.
Austrian.
How many points is a try worth in rugby? Rocco?
Check Mark's gonna get it.
6.
No, right.
Fuck.
3.
No.
4.
Right, no.
So
You gonna answer?
Liam got it wrong. Got it wrong.
Can I answer again?
No,
No.
that's it. You got it wrong, mate. That's it.
Or
You don't have to answer.
I'm not answering.
It was 5.
Far out. We all went around it like bloody hell.
Liam got it wrong.
that's why I was waiting
Yeah,
for you guys.
Liam got it wrong,
So
Mark got it wrong, and Robert got it wrong.
Mark's on -1. That hurts. Oh. -1, 2, 1, 0. Very even still.
Okay. Which team has won the most NBA championships?
Liam.
Boston Celtics. Or is it because it's tied?
It is tied.
So it's Boston Celtics and Lakers.
At a
Yes.
point.
Wow.
Excellent
Wow.
point for win.
Wow.
How many Grand Slam titles has Serena Williams won in her career?
Fuck.
Yeah, Rocco.
It's so muffled. Definitely Rocco there.
No, I'm not going to get it.
Why not what? 24.
Wrong.
-1.
Hot or cold?
I'd say that was pretty good. I'm not guessing for this one.
Anyone gonna guess?
No, I'm not guessing.
I'm keeping my lead here.
Mark?
Would you say Rocco 24? That's a lot, isn't it?
Don't risk the point.
No, I'm not gonna risk
You're
it.
already
Well,
thinking
you're
about it.
gonna be pretty upset with this. It's 23.
Oh, I'm gonna say 23.
23.
Alright.
I knew you were ballpark.
Who was the first boxer to win world titles in 5 different weight classes? Mark, no one's getting that.
I don't know, man. I don't know my boxing. Then I'll get it.
Because it's.
Oh, what's his fucking name?
We have Buzzed.
Yeah.
In fight,
What nationality?
go, give him a chance.
Buzzed.
Who you get?
Oscar de la Hoya.
Nah. Wrong.
Respect the
No one answered?
respect the ball thing.
What country? What nationality? Give us some hints.
Leave us streaming your head.
He's Mexican.
Is he?
American.
It's American.
Nah, I would never know.
Right.
Who is it?
Thomas Hearn.
Nah.
Never heard of
Never
it.
heard of him.
In what year was Bayern Munich FC founded?
Why, you know?
Who's gonna know that?
Got no idea.
Pass.
See, like, I wanna
think
guess, but I don't want to be wrong.
I think it would.
Manny from Maui.
1908.
No.
No.
Oh, you gonna?
Negative one, Manny.
Mark, the spud farmer.
Rocco. Oh, no, sorry, that's Mark. Sorry.
That was right.
1906.
No.
No, I'm not losing
Oh,
points.
actually, no, it was 1900.
I don't need to lose points, no.
Was it 1900?
It was, yeah.
It was.
1900.
It was 1900.
Too late.
That's why when you said it, and then you said, and then you had the other years and
I knew it was, yeah, 1900.
You thought it was
who-
cat.
Who holds the current marathon world record as of 2023?
I got from Somalia.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Current marathon record as of 2023.
You don't get to see that.
Nah, no chance. It would be some like.
Male or female?
No, it'll be a male, and it'll probably be someone from someone from Ghana or.
His name is Eliud Kipchoge.
No. I wouldn't even be able to say that.
Good for him.
We got one.
Good for him though.
Which golfer has won the most major championships?
Mark, the spud farmer.
Greg Norman.
No.
Holy Russian.
Rocco.
Palmer?
Nah.
Fuck.
So this we're deep in the negatives here. Liam's ahead by a lot now. Call it.
Come on, you got
Yeah.
points, mate. You're in front of us.
Yeah, well, I like the lead. I like the safety net, you know.
It's a smart thing to do.
No one answering?
Well, if I
Come on,
could
you
call
should
it,
know.
I'd call my grandfather, he's all over it. Can I do that? Call a friend?
Phone a friend. No.
But, alright.
No,
I'm not guessing then.
Let's leave it. We'll leave it.
It was Jack Nicklaus.
Oh,
Jack Nicholson.
These next ones are
He's
multiple
that
choice. These next ones are multiple choice. There's,
Well, how are we going to score?
I'll read out the different things.
And then you just buzz in with what you think the correct answer would be.
Okay.
Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals in athletics? USA, Russia, Germany, or Jamaica?
Holy Russian. Spud farmer.
Mark.
Oh, really?
I'm
That
gonna
was
say-
Rocco.
I'll back you in.
The coin.
I'll back you in.
No, that was Rocco.
I'll back you in. Okay, I'll back you in.
So A, B, or C?
Yeah, it's America, USA.
Rocco's got it.
Did you say America? Yeah.
Yep.
In which city were the first modern Olympic Games held?
Holy Russian.
It was way.
Yeah, that was you.
Oh, did you say modern day? No, I'm going to say Athens, Greece.
Yes.
That'll do. Rocco's back on 0 now.
nice.
He's in second position.
Second in 0. That's like Carlton.
Liam's on 3, Mark's on -3, Maddie's on -2, Rocco's on 0.
Wow.
It's not that bad.
Do we get any like bonus, like 3 points? Like you get 3 points for
Is that
like,
one
a
yeah,
bonus?
maybe?
We'll see. We'll see how it
We'll
goes.
see how we go.
Stop changing
Can you
the
take
rules
point?
halfway
Can you
through.
take point? If you get a point, you should be able to take points off something.
Nah, I've got a tip for you. Just get them right.
Okay.
See?
Now I'm going to concentrate.
See?
Which team won the first FIFA Women's World Cup? Germany, Norway, USA, or Brazil?
Holy Russian.
Rocco.
Germany.
Wrong.
Incorrect. Back to -1.
Manny from Maui.
No.
Brazil.
Wrong.
Oh,
What was the two options? What was the options again?
Nah,
I couldn't remember what they were.
Oh, Liam.
No.
Nah, it's him answering though.
the
Both though?
Yeah, I buzzed, yeah.
He did buzz.
Two that are left are Norway and USA.
Norway.
Wrong.
Ah!
Do we give it to him?
No, you can't do multiple choice like
We can't
that.
give it to him.
No, don't give me the point.
We can't.
That's
But
funny, man.
Liam, for the sake of the.
I was going to say, if he gets it wrong, he's got it.
Who has scored the most goals in the history of the FIFA World Cup? Read those names.
Okay. Yeah, okay. A. Miroslav Klose. B. Pele. C. Ronaldo. D. Gerd Muller.
Have to be Ronaldo.
No. Oh, this is a really.
What were the others? Sorry?
Klose, this German guy. Pele, Ronaldo. Gerd Muller.
Pele.
No.
Wrong.
Fuck!
Have to be your friend, Manny. What's his name?
No, I think it's close.
It is actually.
Yes.
It is this red. It's what was it? Miroslav Klose from Germany.
I'm sure it's close.
That might
They're
get.
the
I
only
think it
two
might
there.
get beaten this year though.
That was a 50-50 chance.
yeah.
Which country?
Nah. I knew
Chad's
it was
loving
Ronaldo,
it.
but I wasn't sure if it was
Hey,
Pele.
we
Chad answering all the questions.
Which country hosted the Rugby World Cup in 2015? Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa.
Rocco. Just getting into it.
South Africa.
Wrong. Piece of shit.
Oh man.
You guys buzzed in. I know nothing about rugby.
What was the options again? Sorry.
Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa. Wait, what did you say again?
South Africa.
South Africa is off.
I've got nothing to lose. I'm gonna go Australia.
Wrong.
Fucking
No,
hell,
it's
mate.
-5.
This is rigged. You're rigging me, man.
Have a crack, have a
I
crack.
gave
Have a crack.
it was England.
Yes.
Well, why did you buzz?
I gave you the answer.
Maui?
Do we give him a point?
Of course you give me the
Yeah,
point.
yeah, give Manny a point.
Maddie to -2 in second position.
Oh,
Mate,
I'm
come
second
on.
position with -2.
You want to go? Fucking, you coming last? I'm coming last.
How many questions left?
Do you want more? It ended now, but do you want more?
No, that.
Nah, that's it.
That's it. So the final leaderboard, Liam on 4. That's all it took to win. Manny on -2. Rocco on -3. Mark on -5.
Ah,
It's horrible.
that's
The
horrible.
wrong answer for me.
You like it? What do you mean I gave you the right answer? I'm telling you, England. You should be going off
Nah.
Australia.
I thought you were trying to roll me, mate.
Jesus Christ. So you are the champion.
It's a numbers game. Tactical, you know?
I reckon you took away one. I said hockey and then you went with the technical ice hockey.
He got you there.
And you dobbed me in, you little prick there.
That's bad sportsmanship. Nah, that's you cheated though.
I'm not playing that game anymore.
Oh, that was well done, man. This is almost like 2.5 hours. So this time has flown as it always does. When we'll do this again, but before we do, we got this.
Oh, good.
I want a good one, Matty. This is live. I need
Just
a
keep
good
to
one.
this. Just
You're
make
under
sure-
pressure, man.
Careful, mate, what you say, eh? Just in case, Manny.
What's that?
Careful what you say, just in case, mate.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Watching us, man.
Go
What,
for it,
they're
mate.
watching you.
Well, actually, can I say that I'm actually not going to say
Fuck.
a joke today on this 100th show. More than anything, because I don't want to say something that's going to offend people. I don't want things taken out of context, but I do want to say that it's been a fantastic 3 years that we started this show with Rocco. When Rocco turned around and said to me, "Hey, listen, you should come to the show on River. You'll try and take the piss out of me."
Yeah, first I said you should just come on. We'll talk about Collingwood on one of the shows, and then we came up with this show, and then
Yep, we came up with the show, and as I say, the rest is history. But next week I will have a good fitting joke for you, but today I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to say.
I reckon he had a joke that now he can't say after everything that's happened. All right.
Yeah, well, actually, I was
No,
going to.
I'm pretty sure you can think of a clean.
No,
joke.
no, no.
Manny, no.
Nah.
Scotty Tompkins says he's tearing up.
Scotty Tompkins.
D. Scott.
The Scotty Thompson.
It could just be any old.
Everyone's going, boo, 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 boo.
Give us
Surely
one
got
joke.
something.
Just give us like a little stupid one, like in a good way.
A dad joke.
Come on, it is a segment, mate, so it's got to be done.
No, I don't. I honestly, I don't want to say anything because it may be taken out of context.
Give us a knock-knock. You got any knock-knocks?
I reckon you did have a joke.
I did have something.
No, he did. I reckon it was because of the events of tonight. I reckon he can't do it now because
It was going to be a pretty. It was going to be a
Fuck,
pretty
the chat is going.
heavy joke. It was going to be a pretty heavy joke, but
Chat
I
is
thought,
going crazy.
That's right.
Just
you know.
fucking say it. Tell me, I'll fucking say it.
but I will refine it by next week, and then I'll everybody.
I'll give you a joke then to finish it.
Go. Come on, Rocco.
I hope this doesn't get taken out of context.
Wait, come on, this is our show, mate. Come on.
I'm just thinking, should I say it?
Nah.
Say it. You say it, because if I say it, if I say
No, I won't say it. I won't
You've got
say
a
it.
joke. You've got a clean joke.
I can't because everything will get taken out of context. So I will not say it at the moment.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been good. It's almost been 3 hours. So I think it's good, man. Thank you very much for everyone for joining us in the chat. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for the 100 episodes. We had a great time. I'm sure there'll be plenty more. We'll have some fun in the next coming weeks doing other shit and that. So yeah, thanks to the chat. Always great. The chat is fantastic. Thanks to Carlton, Security Doors and Blinds. Thank you to everyone. Remember that we here at the Jumper Punch, we're all right.
And we care about
Familia.
We care about everybody. We care about everybody.
Yeah, we do. We care about everybody. So
And you know what, Rocco? If you want to take me on in the ring, we'll have to talk about
I said this last night, man.
Press conference, you can.
I said this last night. All I gotta do is fucking run around the ring a couple of times and you're done.
That's it. I'm finished.
All I'm hearing is talk, man. I want to see some action.
All right, I'm telling you now. I think there will be a charity boxing match. I'm telling you, it's going to happen, and we're gonna all the.
Rivals fatal four-way.
Hey,
Forever Rivals fatal four-way.
I'll tell you, mate. I've got it.
could be a 2-on-2.
I put my money on Liam. That's.
It could be a 2-on-2.
Liam's taking it home.
Yeah, I reckon for sure.
Yeah.
He'd be taking home bruises.
Oh, hang on. That's not right. Hey?
Rightio. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see ya, and go the mighty Blue Baggers. Hold this one.